we're just waiting for a few more people to show up, I think. Till then, relax. Enjoy the lovely music. Using this instead of the what I normally use for the opening. Because since there's already music running, no point in really having that when I can use this. It's nice, chilled, mellow. It's gonna be a good session. Nice, chill, mellow session. I'm sure. Can't wait to find out. And again, if need be, we might just be running a 3-person session today. I don't know. Well, Kit says I can hop on in, so here we go.
Oh, there's
We're gonna
iWatch.
pretend that
Well, no,
they're here.
it's me
until
today.
then.
I'm just using iWatch, so it's me.
Oh, I was so confused.
Take that.
Hey, you
Or is-
figured out how to do it now.
So proud.
Scared the
Is
shit
there a
out of
way
me,
I can
didn't I?
lower?
Okay.
There it is.
So is like everyone else dead nowadays, or what?
Well,
they
it's
might
been
be.
a pretty hard week.
Hard week? Okay.
Where do they live in the world? Do they live on the eastern side?
Dude,
They
Chris, stop,
live.
Easter.
stop playing League of Legends.
Easter side.
He's
Live on
literally
the
playing
east-
League of Legends right now.
Well, then it's midnight for them. I don't know what their work schedule.
It's 11 p.m. for me and VV.
Ah,
It's midnight for me as well.
9
Or sorry, it's 11
p.m.
o'clock. Yeah.
It
This
is
is-
12.
I
PM.
just ate breakfast. I'm fine.
Double F Fox
So-
Squad, what's up, everyone?
Oh shit, we're already here?
Yeah?
No, everyone didn't miss me at all, but hello. I'm gonna refrain from looking at chat because I don't want my feelings to be hurt today.
Hey.
Hashtag fuck Pablo.
Figgity,
Not in a
I
fun
have
way.
an idea.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not
what's
that
up?
lonely.
What's up?
I have an idea.
What's your
We could just have a repeat of last session, because me and you, especially now that we're level 2, can easily just beat the shit out of Pablo. So we just beat him up, and then we just go on a rampage again, and just, take the show over.
I think this is metagaming.
That sounds
It's not
horrible.
metagaming. Shump doesn't like you. You smell weird.
Yeah.
Alright, we
Oh, I guess I'm gonna make my next character being a kobold barbarian. You hear that, folks?
All the barbarians.
Motherfucking barbarian.
We will repeatedly kill party members until only barbarians exist.
Be a bard barbarian. How about that?
Barbarians?
Oh, yeah.
God, no.
Do it. Do it.
Barbarian? Ah,
you
yeah,
fuck.
baby. A charismatic barbarian. Holy
That's
shit.
actually not
Yes,
bad.
Shump is consistent.
Shump is consistent. What do you mean Shump is consistent?
Wanting to murder
Well,
everyone.
Dude,
Okay,
yeah, see, that's the
either,
best part.
Like, he's consistent, like murder, food.
Murder,
At least he hasn't
food,
been
sleep.
that
Wake
much
up.
of a
Don't
murder
forget
sleep.
hobo.
This is Shump's. Yeah, this Shump's schedule. Wake up, kill things, eat something, sleep.
Wait, I
And the
just
something is usually
realized
the thing he
something.
killed.
I just realized something.
What'd you realize?
When Shump goes into a rage, he falls asleep after. Isn't there a type of rage that makes you exhausted?
Yeah, Berserker.
Yeah, are you gonna go Berserker?
I've been thinking either Berserker or Ancestral Guardian.
If you go Berserker, I want to see what happens to Shump when he goes into a kind of rage.
He passes out again.
Nothing
Like,
changes. Aw.
Unless there's more enemies after he finishes his rage, he's just gonna pass the fuck out.
Alright,
Joking.
so since they're gonna be late, I'm not gonna wait anymore.
All right, and
We'll start.
I do need to announce one thing before we start. What's with the artwork? That's a good question. The artwork you're seeing is small pieces from the panel that I've taken from the comic from the new artist that I'm working with. Patreon is actually now up and running. So if you guys are interested in that, you can go check it out. Just wanted to get that small announcement out of the way. And yeah, Kit, it's on to
shameless
you.
plug.
It's not a shameless plug. It's something I've been saying I'm going to do for a while. How's that a shameless plug? It's an announcement.
Never mind. Continue.
You're trying to...
It's a joke.
I know your joke failed because it just went over my head.
Our flesh whoosh. Hey, so moving on. We left our band of misfits. Carrying on from last week. Since Pablo's the only one here, Pablo, you arrived with Wildfire. Well, in this case, Glad. You arrived with Wildfire and Yami first. Why is there
Has
two
a
of
twin.
you?
Oh shit. It's Shump's evil twin.
No.
Shump. They're both gone now.
Don't mind it.
Alright, so Galat, you arrived with Wildfire and Yami first. However, a few seconds later, so did Russia and Shump. However, they look worse than they were before.
And then just from last time, when Shump appears, he's like, "Ah, I'm still alive," and then he passes out.
Galad would like to say something, but would refrain because he realizes it's the two muscle-headed people, and he doesn't want to die yet.
Would you like to roll perception on that?
Who?
And them? Or like,
Galat, would you like to roll perception on that?
yes. Let me quickly open my character sheet because I did not have that prepared. Da da da. Roll 20 will load, please. Thank you. Perception. That's not what I meant to click. Ignore that. There we go.
Charisma save, I see.
Okay, with a 7.
Roll the 2 and a 1. Thanks, roll 20. You were starting off strong.
Anyway, with a 7 and a 6. It was a simple simple look at them as they appeared a few seconds later. They look more worse than where. You remember them being, more healthy looking, less wounded, less battered up, and less covered in blood. Usually Shump's covered in blood, but for some reason, so is Russia this time.
Alright. Note to self. Something happened. Do not bring it up.
Repressed trauma.
Press trauma. Do not give them PTSD.
Dude, that's why Shump sleeps all the time.
Oh.
Oof. But anyways.
Food.
Excuse me?
Hungry. Do you have food?
1 second.
Upon hearing the word food, Shump is going to wake up.
That was a quick nap.
He's gonna just like roll over, just like, food? Where?
Jesus Christ. Alright. Wait, Jesus Christ doesn't exist in this world. By the gods.
And in Russia, I'm going to assume you're looking at Pablo when you ask for food.
Yeah, because he hasn't
Okay.
eaten anything
Upon seeing
in
you
a
looking at
while.
Pablo, I'm also going to look at Pablo and be like, food?
Okay. Okay. Hold up, I need to check my spell list real fast. Do I have something for this? Oh, I do. I am going to cast Goodberry. You see, Galad hold out his hand and say, "Duh." And 10 good berries will will just appear in his hand. He'll give one to Rasha and give one to Shump.
Rasha will kind of take it and look at it. It's just a little berry, right?
Is a little berry.
This.
Eat it.
How is this going to,
Just
whatever?
Eat it.
He'll eat it. It's better than nothing.
You restore 1 hit point and it
Wait,
provides
Shump
enough
get a berry?
nourishment to the thing. Yeah, I gave you one. It provides nourishment
Shump
for
gets a
1
berry.
day. So basically, you don't have to eat for the rest of the day.
Super vitamins.
Super vitamins.
Is it
And you get
filling
1
though,
HP.
or do I still feel hungry? Because he hasn't
You're
eaten.
sustained.
Okay, because he hasn't eaten anything since this whole thing began. He's very hungry.
I mean, I have.
Upon eating the berry
I mean,
and being decidedly disappointed with the size of the meal you provided, we'll proceed to pull out a thing of rations and offer one to Rasha.
if you're
No,
not gonna eat the berry, I'll
They are
take it.
drenched in blood.
Would you both like to roll perception?
Perception on what?
Sure.
I don't know what I'm rolling it for, but yeah, all right.
Just roll it.
Sure. Where's my perception? There we go.
Alright, so Shump and Rasha, you both roll perception, handing out rations and taking berries from Pablo, from Galad, sorry. Seemingly disappointed.
How did I get here?
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up. Alright, shut up. So, getting berries from Galad and seemingly disappointed by its size, despite not knowing its nutrients and effects that it gives. Your surroundings, despite is that you are standing on what seems to be a old-looking portal, but now deactivated. Looks like a stump of a tree and surrounded by greenery. You see little critters out and about into the shrubbery or behind the tree lines. This place doesn't seem to lack natural food or nutrients.
I'm gonna try to shoot one of the little critters.
Alright, roll a hit.
Okay, where's my longbow? There it is. I don't know what they are. Would a 16 hit a rabbit or something?
It will hit a rabbit or something.
Well, you didn't tell me what was around. I said I was shooting at a little critter.
Yeah, and you got
It
a
is
rabbit or
a critter,
something.
I didn't decide.
1 piercing.
You heard a large squeak or a squeal. Something small and high-pitched died where you shot an unknown shrubbery. Would you like to go and check?
I will, but not before turning to Shump. I appreciate the offer, but I prefer, if something's going to be bloody, it at least be something that was recently killed. And
He's gonna shrug and just be like, more for me, I suppose.
yeah, so by the way, also I did type in chat before that he did give you back the coin. I just forgot to roleplay
No,
that
that's
part.
fine.
So yeah, wherever, I'm guessing like he shot somewhere over here, so he'll kind of slide down the trunk and see what the hell he hit. And I have like fucking only 10 arrows now, which is fine.
Roll investigation.
Oh boy, that's
All
always
the great stats for a barbarian.
Actually, I am proficient in investigation, so
Aren't you just Mr. Detective?
apparently so. 21.
Strong but perceptive. So you slid down what seems to be the roots of the tree stump. You notice that the roots have some inscriptions on them. Aside from that, you slid into the shrubbery, reaching through. Searching through.
As I slide down the tree.
You searching through the shrubbery, you find some berries along with a critter with two long ears, injured in its hind leg, but seemingly the arrow kind of almost pierced through it, so it's like holding on to dear life.
Yeah, I'll put it out of its misery pretty quick.
All right.
And technically, I did eat. I did take one of them. It's just, it didn't feel like an actual meal. So, is this a rabbit or some weird creature I've never seen before with long ears? I mean,
It is a rabbit.
good enough.
It's wabbit season.
Alright. I'll pull out the arrow and start gutting the rabbit because I'm fucking hungry.
Roll survival.
A survival.
Hi, hungry. I'm Shump.
22.
All right. Less with the jokes, thanks.
At
with
this
the
point, I
22,
think
you wait
I'll
to
take
cut
the
it.
I'll take the pelt. Although it's small, with a 22 in survival, I
Alright.
think I could probably get a rabbit pelt.
Decent size amount of meat, maybe 5-ish. Hang on, I'm gonna just.
The rabbits are not 5-ish pounds. They don't have a lot of meat.
Yeah, I
on them.
know. How heavy are rabbits?
I know a longsword is about 4 pounds.
Yeah, you'll
Wait,
maybe
Pablo,
get
didn't you just
like
say
a
you had to
pound
feed
of
your
meat.
rabbit?
Maybe.
How heavy is your rabbit?
Stop! No.
And the pound of
Pablo,
meat
we're
is
eating a
being
rabbit. How
very
much is it?
generous.
It's roughly around 2 pounds.
Yeah, so probably less than a pound of meat. It's probably like half a pound, if anything.
He's fat.
Hang on, yep. kg 2 pounds. It's 5.5 pounds. You've caught yourself a wild rabbit, which goes up to 2.5 kilograms, which measures up to 5.5 pounds of meat. So
That's a lot of
gutting
meat.
it, I'd say you have 4 pounds of rabbit,
After gutting and skinning it,
Yep. roughly 4 pounds of rabbit.
I will look to see if there's like anything wrong with the pelt or the meat itself. Just kind of check out the rabbit, make sure it was healthy.
Right.
I
Well,
wanna
I will
eat tainted
still go
meat.
off your survival roll. With that roll still, after skinning and gutting it, seems to be healthy. You recall that the organs can be used for ailments of sorts, dried and grinded. The pelt, aside from the arrow hole, which kind of will reduce its quality,
Yeah.
is decent.
Alright.
Still brownish, white, and silky. You also found a rabbit hole.
I'm gonna eat this thing. I'm not cooking it. I'm just eating it.
Roll Constitution?
Sure. It's not his first time eating raw meat, so should be fine. Con check. How we doing? 15.
All right. You're too hungry to care how it tastes or if it'll do anything for you. Seemingly, it has no effect. Galat, you see this, and so do Sham. And the rest of the party if they were here.
Ugh.
Shump really doesn't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got arms and
Flesh is
shit.
flesh. Like, dude, he eats full on like people. So like,
This is just a
Glad
rabbit.
there's nothing
is
else.
grossed out. That's all I can say.
Ah. Okay, Shump's gonna go back to taking his nap now. He has been fed. He is tired. Sleepy time.
So, Russia, as you fill up your belly, Galat, you're the first to notice that Shump just lays down there and sleeps.
Not even surprised. Alright. Well, if she's not gonna take initiative, I will. I want to look around at my surroundings. What does it look like other than just a giant I almost said stump.
Well, you don't know that it's a giant stump. To you, it's a giant platform, wooden with inscriptions on it. As you look around your surroundings, roll me a perception roll. Or
Okay.
investigation. Since you're looking around, investigation.
I do this to me.
You can't tell about much, but you know that this place is a summoning circle of sorts, or a transportation circle. Aside from the inscriptions on the tree stump, you find some outside the tree stump and the roots leading downwards. It is a pretty tall height. Seemingly, this tree used to be quite large.
Okay. Can I get down safely?
Yes.
I just slid down it.
I was about to say, if you make me roll for something, I'm gonna call favoritism. I'm just gonna slide down these giant roots.
All right.
Try and get a better look at the surrounding, really.
All right. You can roll perception once you reach downstairs if you want. Yeah, better
Ah,
look at the surroundings.
please, perception. Come on, roll higher than a 10. Fuck.
No.
Alright, you can at least tell that you're surrounded by Stonehenges and that the greenery seems untouched until you guys came here.
We are in Galad's element. I am happy. Finally. Else can take the wheel. I don't have much else to do.
No,
Other than just
Rasha's gonna be
looking
busy
around.
until he's done eating that rabbit.
Rush is gonna what?
Rasha will just be busy until he's done eating that rabbit.
Okay. Chomp, still asleep. Go back to Galat.
Do these giant stone... Do they have any writing on them? Need descriptions?
Of your natural perception? Yes, there are writings on the stone pillars surrounding the tree stump. Or in this case. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with tree stump for now.
Mhm. Are they in a language that I understand?
Roll history.
Why do you keep doing this to me? Why do you have to use intelligence stats? Oh, thank God.
Alright. It's in a language that you do not understand, but you can tell at least it's most likely a lost language.
I'd be able to know what lost language it is.
No, you do not.
Hmm.
But the descriptions are quite lengthy.
Want to go to each one and see if they're all written in this forgotten language. Let's go one by one. And I want to see if there's anything I'm able to read, or if they're all the same language.
Each of them are different. Some in the different language, some the same. It's a mix of both.
Is there any that I can understand?
Roll investigation, I guess. Since you're looking for something specific.
Just want to see if there's any words that I would know. Natural 1, I find nothing. Ah,
Nope.
dust got
You
on my
don't
eye.
find anything at all.
Okay. It's beyond them.
As you move past the pillars, you found a path leading somewhere.
Hmm. We'll inform Rasha of this.
Yeah.
He's
By the time you get
gouging.
over there, probably should be done the rabbit because this area is, if it's to scale, it's a lot.
It's not to scale. I don't think so.
Yeah, no, it's not skill. I did change it earlier, but what the hell?
Yeah, that's fine.
And if he would
He was
say,
probably scarfing it down pretty quick, regardless.
yeah, ugh, still pretty grossed out. If you want to continue, you're gonna be the one to wake up Shump. Not getting punched in the face again.
I find dragging him is pretty effective. Still just kind of finishing up a little bit there.
Uh,
And exactly
I don't
where are
think
we
you can.
continuing to?
I will point the direction, which I believe is that's not the ruler. That way. That's also not the correct thing. Please roll 20. That way. Or up.
Got
Roll
it.
20 is having a seizure. Jesus.
That's fine. Alright, so after finishing up the rabbit, leaving just the bones, he'll wipe his hands on the grass, clean them up, and go into the backpack that he has and pull out that map he found and try to decipher if that path is anywhere on the map or if they're currently anywhere on the map, like if there's any marker indicating a very large tree that was cut down or something. Is there anything like that in the map you found?
Slightly off to the left, yes. There was a very large tree.
There's a very large tree, so off to the left. Thank you for the follow. So looking at that, he'll kind of try to get his bearings, which I don't know what you want me to roll for this, but he'll try to figure out, is it overcast or can we see the sun? I mean, what's it looking like?
You can see the sun. What you see on the picture is what you get.
Alright,
What
so
you see on the map is what you get.
Yeah.
You can tell by the shadows overshadowing the things.
gonna try to decipher which direction they would need to go and if that's the correct direction that Galad was pointing at. So what would I roll for that?
Survival.
No survival. 9.
Alright. Treating the stump as a sundial, you can determine which one was north as the sun rises from the east, sets into the west. And clearly the sun was still rising.
Alright, so
Therefore, you determine where north is.
would this direction that Galad pointed, would that actually be the path towards town, according to the map?
Roughly, yes.
Uh-oh.
Looks like you found the way to the town that was on here. And I'll show Glad the map. It does have a few blood smudges on it from when I first picked it up. No, they're dried. It's not
Great.
fresh.
You mean we're heading towards civilization?
A civilization at the very least. Yes, it would appear so.
Lod would look really nervous at this.
Does Galad let out the audible noise like?
Yeah, that's out of character.
Oh, okay.
That's in. I mean, that's in character.
Oh, in character.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not too big on civilizations either, but
It's not that I'm not keen on them. It's just that I've never really been
I've
in.
had small
one.
dealings here and there, but nothing major. I've never stayed in a town or anything. Usually just stop in if I'm unable to really gather anything for the day. Trade a few goods and then head back out.
Galad wants to look at the map.
Yeah, he'll let you.
He just wants to see and get like an understanding of where we are, where we have to go, where exactly Rasha is taking us or leading us to.
Kit, if you want, I believe you could actually drop that map in roll 20, I think.
I will. Give me a bit.
Oh, there's an actual map?
Yeah,
Holy-
it was PM to me because I picked it up off that corpse.
Oh, that is nice.
Man, uploading this is gonna be a bitch. Give me a bit.
And you can also just PM it to me so chat has no idea what's happening.
Chat
I'm not
learns
gonna name it
nothing.
since
Chat learns nothing.
since each and three of you have the fuck. Each of you have the map, and you're sharing it with Galad, so it's only right to show the chat. Where is it?
You put it under, if you go under the PMs in Discord, you'll find it in there. RPMs.
It's the map. It's the map. It's the map. It's the map.
I mean, I could pull it up if you really wanted.
I'm like looking for you.
Let's
Ah.
open Discord. Oh. Scared me. How loud does Shump snore?
Um,
Like on an audio level from 1 to 10, what would you give it?
if you sleep within 30 feet of them, you will not sleep.
Ah. And he is a full orc or a half orc?
Half orc.
Hmm.
I don't think this is. This is not. Here is the map.
Ah, oh, we actually get to go to the map.
Ah,
Ooh.
There we go.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Ooh, it's a small town.
Civilization.
Alright.
Yeah, I've been sitting on this since the 3rd session.
You smell that, Shump? Free body. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, that's
So
basically
you
just
guys
for
are somewhere off map, around this corner. Also, for what's his name, Yami. Yami won't be able to make it because he's under the weather. Let's all give him a get well soon so that he doesn't get the Rona.
Like, people of chat, send him hot chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodle soup.
Can you imagine like suddenly you get like people find out your address and you get like 100 orders of chicken noodle soup.
You just get like cans upon cans of
Aw.
soup for the next 2 weeks.
That's very
Oh my
nice of you,
God.
chat.
You guys are
Okay.
lovely. I can't see chat, but I bet you're all saying something nice.
They're saying get well soon, get well soon, get well soon.
This
Aw.
chat is
They're
never
being
mean
very
to
nice.
any of us ever.
Yeah,
Nope, there's
never.
one.
Hashtag fuck Pablo.
nope.
Anyways, yeah.
There's one mean one.
No, that's not mean. It's truthful. There's a difference.
Staples for the week.
Seconds for the
Exactly.
week? I mean... Hashtag technically the truth. Anyways.
Like, that's why normally Shump has his own camping spot in parties. Anyways.
Oh my god.
So since Galad is, not going to wake up Shump, Rasha will climb back up the stump and wake up Shump, or attempt to.
Go up and wake up Shump on the stump.
Yep.
Awesome.
Jump
Oh,
on
Shump
the
on the stump. What wisdom do you have for us today?
Shump,
Ah, yes, my favorite Dr. Seuss book.
Shump,
Just poke him with a stick.
Shump.
Shump does not respond to sounds.
Alright. Yeah. Kind of poke you with his foot. Shump,
Mm.
we're gonna be moving here soon. Do you want me to just drag you, or do you want to get up and walk?
I'll be up and... Yeah. And then just gotta go back to sleep.
That's the epitome of 5 more minutes, Mom.
Pretty much, yeah. All right, I will take that as Shump does not wish to wake up right now. So I'm gonna try something else, which probably will not go well, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I will try to carry Shump.
Okay, Shump weighs as much as you do, so let's see.
I know this will be interesting. That's why I said I
There's
don't know if
not
it's gonna
more.
work. So. Oh no, that is not one.
Ooh.
You
Oof.
attempt to
It was-
carry
it was
him,
bound to
but
happen.
instead of carrying him, you accidentally rolled him off the side of the stump.
Do I go?
Shump
Do I
falling
go
off the
tumbling with him?
Yep, you might go. Yeah, you will go tumbling with him.
Yeah, I
You attempt
figured.
to carry him, so you like kind of lifted him off the side, and you just kind of just roll downwards
Sweet.
into some soft shrubbery.
Mm.
Ugh. Yeah, that went about as well as I thought it would.
Oh, 5 more minutes.
Yep.
Okay, after being rolled off a stump.
Oh,
Shump will begrudgingly and be very, very annoyed and wake up. And he's just gonna kind of like glare over at Rasha.
Hey, I
And
tried.
then just stand up and get his stuff together.
After watching that shit show, Galad is just gonna continue walking down where that path was.
Hey, where are you going, Shorty?
Ignoring the comment. Ignore the comment. You are
I'm just gonna
big
kind of
at
look at Rasha and look back at Galad as he walks off in the distance, just kind of shrug my shoulders.
We're heading to town, or a town. I
Shump's
tried to
just-
carry you. It didn't work out too well.
Shump may have innate intelligence, but he's not stupid. And he's gonna look at himself and kind of look in the direction of the town and just give a glance back down at himself and be like,
Just say
Shump has
that.
experience in these situations.
Just say that we ran into some trouble in the mines, which is technically telling the truth.
Yes, because running into a bit of trouble in the mines means being in a full thing of blood-stained and dried robes and covered in more blood. Like, there's layers upon layers of blood. The robes that were
Sorry, what
usually white
mines?
are full red.
You're like 400 feet away. You can't hear us.
It's not up to scale.
Shut up.
Fine.
Anyways.
Alright, so
Anyways, I'm sure there might be a river on the way there. Who knows?
actually, yeah.
do-
If there is, Rasha will drink because he's also thirsty.
Alright, it took you a few hours, but you came off from a clearing and found yourselves within a village of sorts. Path looks different than it was on the map. You're surrounded by forest.
Foresto.
This
Alright.
one's to scale, so
This one is to scale?
Yeah, dude, look how tiny we are.
Holy shit, that is a far walk. Okay. Can
This
a
feels
lot
like
hide
home.
in the tree line?
you can, yeah.
Like just in the, like along the bushes, because I do have the ability. Where is it? This one. Mask of the.
Roll stealth.
Ah yeah, stealth. 12. Ah yeah.
Shump, with his passive
this
perception still
map
being able
is
to see him,
huge.
it's just gonna give him very confused glances as he just sits in bushes.
You attempt
Tacticals.
to hide, but you're clearly seen by Shump. Russia, you can roll perception.
Rasha doesn't really care. He's actually just kind of. How tall are the trees? Actually, that'd be something he'd be focusing on. How tall are the trees?
Make a nature roll.
And nature? I'm not proficient in that, but very well. Here we go. Nature 018. Yay! Make up for that nat
Alright, with
1.
an 18, you can roughly measure out your body size akin to the height of the tree. The tree is 3 times as tall as you.
I've seen taller. Kind of disappointed.
I've seen bigger.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointed. Aw.
The fact that Shump is able to see him, he's just gonna walk out of the bushes like his head hung low. Like, oh man.
No, go back. You look better in the bushes.
No, the whole point was you wouldn't be able to see me. Ugh. My father would be disappointed. Could hide better.
Anyways.
Yeah, I'll just keep on going.
So the three of you quietly walked all the way until you've reached what looks to be gates. Covered in trees. There seems to be a village in this.
Alright.
There are
Maybe.
guards there as well.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Maybe the blood-soaking one shouldn't be the one doing
Hooray.
any talking.
My favorite type of people. Are they humans? Or can I tell from this distance? Because if they look humanoid, he'll just say, yay, my favorite type of humans.
They look humanoid.
Yeah, from the distance, you probably won't be able to tell.
Okay, Shump. Shump sees these guards and stuff, I suppose. Or like notices the gate and stuff. Okay. So upon seeing this, he's gonna just kind of stop and go sit behind a tree so that he can't see the thing anymore. And thank the feckin' Christ. He's going to get out of his bloody clothes and actually get into a thing of religious vestments,
Oh my god.
which they're red, but they're not soaked and covered in blood. And then he's gonna come back out. It's basically just like a religious robe.
Oh yeah, Galad would also notice that Rasha and Shump both have different gear than when he saw him last. Rasha has a breastplate, and Shump, you ended
Shield.
up with a shield, and didn't you grab something else? I know I grabbed the Morning Star, but I feel like you grabbed a weapon as well.
No, just
you did?
literally just the shield.
Just shield?
I was thinking about maybe I think I was gonna grab like the mace or something, but I decided against it because I have plenty of weapons already.
Alright.
Vlad is gonna look at his shield, notices Shump's shield. He's not gonna really take notice. He doesn't care.
Yeah, if no one takes point, Rasha will approach the gate first. He really doesn't care.
Yeah, Galad is gonna be behind you nervously, like.
He's dealt with humans before in their little fucking civilization.
Human.
Where is he from? Asked one of the guards. What is your business here?
Well, I'm not from here, I can tell you that. My business? I don't know. Hoping to trade some goods, maybe drop off a letter I found when I first arrived, wherever this is. That's pretty much it. I assume my compatriots would like to do the same thing. Maybe trade some goods, look around town a bit.
Well, descendants of dragons have always been welcomed here, but what of the other two? What are they?
Wait,
What elf?
Wait, you're not a human? Kind
No,
of
I'm
looks
not a
like
human,
Galad
I
for
am.
the first time. Like I said, he has no idea. He's never seen a wood elf before. He just assumed you were a human.
No. Elf. You can tell the difference with the ears, mostly.
Huh.
21s. He kind of flicks his little pointy ears.
Shump's just gonna stand and say nothing.
You notice that the guards are like covering their noses because of the smell from Shump.
Oh yeah, appropriate.
Okay, so this one is wood elf, and this one is
Smelling.
Shump. Again, he doesn't know your race. Never seen a half orc, so.
When he
the
says
hell is
Shump,
a
he's just gonna curtly nod.
Would I know what a half orc is actually? That is a good question now that I think about it.
Roll history.
I know. I've lived in a world of isolation, so let's see if I know. 14.
You recall from the books of your father, but you are not sure or seen one up close, so you can't tell the difference.
It is
Not
a
sure
Shump.
if
It's a thing of its own.
It's Galad is doing the fry meme. Not sure if orc or half orc.
Yeah, I guess don't create any trouble. I guess just. Holy shit! This smells.
Make
At
him
the
shower
end-
when.
when he says no trouble, Shump's just gonna smile. It is not a nice smile.
Okay. Do you do that in front of Russia and Galad?
I just do it in general.
Oh god, I
Russia,
feel
do
like the
you
smell
sit
just
up
got
and
worse.
Yeah, Russia and Galad. You can roll insight if Shump lets it.
Oh,
Yeah, no, go right
Rasha,
ahead. You
Rasha
can
wouldn't
check
be
Shump all you
paying
want.
attention. He just
16.
assumes it's something that Shump does.
Okay,
Let's
Galad.
just say this. Wait, I'm just gonna say this. because the 16 I think is good enough to notice this. You're gonna notice a twinkle in Chump's eye you have not seen before.
That's gonna creep a lot out, really.
There you go.
So from the inside, does he get anything from you?
Hmm?
Does he get any intentions from you?
Not good ones.
Unexpected.
His best bet, what he would probably think is just like keep an eye on Chump at all times, and if Chump disappears, bad things are happening.
I see what's happening here. We're face to face with danger, and it's scary.
Would you like to tell Russia, or do you keep it to yourself?
I'm going to keep this to myself at the moment.
Alright, so the guards let you in, of course, kept an eye mainly on Chump as well. You have entered a frontier village of no name. It looks different from the map, but it's civilization nonetheless.
Alright, Russia's gonna feel a little weird upon, hearing that dragons or dragonborns have actually been welcome here, because that's not usually a normal thing.
Dragon
What time of day is it?
It is these late afternoon. Think of like tea time.
Tea time. Okay.
Tea time.
Yum, yum,
Oh
yum,
no, I
yum.
want tea.
You enter and see on your right is the guards post, along with houses. What seems to be the town chief's house, the fields, more houses. There's things that come to your vision and a lot of space. It was a very simple village.
Okay. Well, I know where Russia's gonna go. Floop.
As Russia hits to the guards' encampment, they look at him and says, "Yes."
I'm gonna take out the map. Where is this? Just hold up and
You
point
head
to the
out
map.
you head out the other exit, and he directs you to. Shit. And he directs you to this area. Up
Alright.
this way.
Are there any places to trade goods in this area?
Oh yeah, yeah. You wanna head that way, and once you head past the chief's house, you can head over to the market area here.
While they're doing this, Chump is just gonna start walking quickly away. In this
I'm gonna
direction.
quickly.
Roll
I'm gonna
stealth?
follow
I'm not trying to
him.
stealth away. No, I'm gonna walk. They can see me.
Actually,
now.
no. I'm gonna whisper to Rasha.
Yeah, I roll stealth anyways. Nah, Chump doesn't slip away because Chump's not sneaky. Duh. Like you can just
I
follow
want-
him by smell. Just he went this way.
Oh no. I'm
But
gonna
no, he's just
quickly
gonna start
whisper.
walking off.
I'm gonna
Alright.
quickly whisper to Rasha. We might want to either keep a watch on Shump or leave really, really quickly because I feel bad things are going to happen soon.
Okay.
Russia will take note of that. Unless you wanted. Are you just saying that, or do you want him to respond? I honestly don't know if you're making a
Waiting
statement
for a
or-
response like, what
Oh.
the fuck do we do?
Well, I don't know if I have business here, and whatever his business is his own. I'm not here
It's my
to.
first time, kind of like my first time in civilization, and I really don't want it to be ruined by an idiot, so I'm gonna go follow him.
Be careful. Sometimes you can be guilty by being too close to someone. And with that, he'll go back to just chatting with the guards, and I'll let the other two have
Okay.
a bit, and then we can.
So, approximately about how long do you think it'd be till sunset?
3 hours.
3 hours? Hmm. Is there any ability that could mildly resemble an inn of sorts?
They're all houses. There's no inns yet.
All houses. Hmm.
So this one, this is the chieftain's house, or the village chief's house, also known as town hall.
To the big building.
I'll follow suit.
I'm going to walk up to the door. And then I will open and walk in.
All right.
All right. As you open the door, was a stout man, seemingly a dwarf, looking up at you. He was a bit white-ish in stature, quite buff. As you try to go in, he just blocks your way and kind of pushes you out. What do you think you're doing there, lad?
Entering.
Where?
Here.
This is my house.
Okay, then I'm trying to enter your house.
Why?
Because I would like a place to sleep.
He just looks at you dumbfoundedly. It's like, what logic is this?
I love the
Shump
logic.
logic.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love it.
You can try one of the other houses. Why does it have to be mine?
Big.
He just looks around. Well, yeah, that I agree, but I don't know you.
I don't know you either.
So you're just gonna walk into some random stranger's house and sleep in it.
Yes. Well, no. It is the stranger who owns the big house. Not random at all.
It's gonna be 5 gold a night. He takes out his hand.
Shump is going to stop and think for a minute. Maybe because Shump can only count to 3. One sec. So he's going to reach into his gold purse and hand him 7 gold coins.
The chief keeps the coins and just steps out. Enjoy your rest, beauty sleep, and just goes off somewhere else.
Awesome.
I'm gonna follow the chief, actually.
He heads over to the market.
I want to stop him, like, before he gets anywhere. Like, I just, like, halfway towards the market.
Huh? Who the hell are you?
Listen, you should really watch out for the gray one.
What about him?
Let's just say he likes to assault.
Snitches get stitches.
Then take it up with the guards. I'm going to get drunk.
Kind of fucking chief are
going
you?
to get
That was
drunk.
out of character. That's out of character. Like, what the fuck? You're a horrible person.
Dude,
Oh
I
my-
love this chieftain. You have no idea.
So he then went off to what seems to be a open bar of sorts at a market area.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's a dwarf. In game. What the fuck is this place?
This
I
is
want to
civilization, I
end-
suppose.
I want to enter the mysterious thing that he just walked into.
An open bar, dude. Have you not ever seen an open bar before?
I think this is his first time
In-
being anywhere with other people.
In game, this is his first time in civilization.
Okay, outside of game, open bar, yes or no?
Yes, I've seen an open bar. Never been in one, but I have seen one.
Yeah. But you do
Comp-
have non-alcoholic beverages.
I don't know what you're talking about. All I drink is a non-alcoholic beverages.
Okay. Well, back to Rush, I suppose, while you do that.
Yeah. Yay, more Rasha time.
Alright, so Russia,
Yes.
what do you ask the boys guarding the village?
Next, he will take out the blood-stained will that he found and show them that. And does this name on here mean anything to any of you?
Ah, man, Cecil's dead. That's a
It
shame.
would appear so, yes.
Well, he lives up the village you mentioned.
So, up where the all the shops and stuff are, then.
Ah, no, the other one, the one you point, the one this map location is. That's
Uh-huh.
where you want to go. You're gonna have to ask around where he lives, though.
Alright. Very well. I suppose that's it. Thank you for your time. And I would like to see, are these guards at all put off by my appearance?
Nope, they're pretty chill with it.
Okay,
Muy interesante.
I was expecting you to tell me to roll insight, but alright. Yeah, he's gonna note that as very fucking odd. So the person I'm looking for is somewhere in this area that we're in right now.
Nope, it's the town where you want to be.
Okay. Which is further up past the markets.
Yep.
Alright. Well, that's where he'll be heading.
All right.
Cool.
Anything else from Russia?
Nope. Everyone seems to be off doing their thing, so Russia is gonna head to the markets first, and then maybe go looking for this place after that.
All right.
So can hop back to
Back-
them for now because it's gonna take him a little while to get there.
Well, back to the adventures of Sleeping
Jump.
Beauty and Snitchy.
Oh, smelly beauty. Anyways, or smelly brute, smelly butte. Anyways, what is in this chieftain's house?
Bit, some ore, a pickaxe, photos of his family.
Oh, in his family?
Photos of his family.
Oh. I was-
And its family. Oh no.
I was about to say, if his family's in here, they're gonna get a very, very nasty surprise. Okay, so, is there any cupboards?
Yes.
Shump is on a quest for food.
There's some cheese, dried meats, and whatnot.
Shump is going to eat some of the cheese.
Roll con save.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Alright, it's not gonna give you explosive diarrhea, that's for sure.
Okay. Good cheese. Shump will save some cheese for later. And
That's
put it into his backpack. That's worse. What should I put in there? Old cheese? There we go. Old
Boy.
cheese in my inventory.
Alright.
And then, suppose you're just gonna crash into the bed.
Alright. Anything else?
Yes, he will promptly pass out.
Okay, okay.
Wake me up in 8 hours.
Who do you tell
He
this
says-
to?
He says to nobody.
No, I'm just gonna say out loud, wake me up in 8 hours. This will make more sense later once I get my subclass.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait, sorry. It's been a while. Shump has to do. Fuck, okay. So, actually, what he's going to do is going to reach into his backpack and pull out very carefully. This is the only time you ever see, or hear. You guys don't see shit, especially since no one's around. He's going to pull out something carefully. Okay? First off, you're going to see him pull out a holy symbol. And the holy symbol is basically just a skull with a knife stabbed through it. Of course. And he's also going to pull out a book. Now, this is Shump's prayer book. To the dead three. Yeah, awesome. And he's going to start saying some incantations in Celestial. So. Then he's going to pass out.
Little nighttime prayer.
Nighttime prayer to the gods of murder,
midday,
death, and conquest.
late afternoon. Late afternoon prayer.
Basically disturbed the band. Okay.
All the bad ones. Yep.
Alright, so on to Galad. You follow the chieftain to the inn or open bar of sorts. What's not in? There's no inn in this map, so open bar of sorts.
Yeah.
What is the interior design of this strange place I have entered? Ooh.
Then open bar, tables, chairs, and
I don't know what I expected. Okay, it's an open bar. Thanks, DM. Right. Just want to look. What kind of people are in here? I want to read the room.
mainly humans, dwarves. You spot an elf playing as a bard in one of the corners.
Do you mean an elf playing an instrument, not playing as a bard?
Yeah, he's playing on an instrument, but not a bard.
No, they are
What kind of
playing a
bard?
bard.
No,
He's
think
also
of a
he's playing D&D
bard.
in.
There is another person there that he is playing.
Here it is.
Do you actually have music?
Music. It's been so quiet.
Oh, really? I have music. I hear it.
Oh. Guess my
Uh-oh.
internet's just bad.
You playing the flute then?
Yeah.
Pan flute. Galada's just gonna ignore everyone and just listen to him play. Listen to them play. Don't know really the gender of them.
That's because all elves look the same. Anyway,
Wow! Hold up. DM just became a racist. I want everybody to hear this. Chat. You heard that?
Hey.
Ra-
Shh.
Elves.
You don't have rights.
You're right.
Oh, there's the music.
Galada's just gonna listen to the elf play. What kind of elf are they? Half elf? Full elf?
yo, wow, chat. Thanks about that. Something for me to think about later.
But
Oh, I mean, they kind of agree that most elves look the same, and thinking about it, most elves are inbred. I mean,
assholes.
So what kind of elf was it, Galad?
Oh,
Wanted
well,
to know.
Yeah, I want to know what kind of elf are they?
you gotta roll an investigation there.
Generally. Actually, no, that does make sense. I only know one kind of elf. He's not a. I would know a wood elf. Elf.
Right, as you take a closer look on that elf that's playing the flute, you entertain the guest of the open bar. This one looks of a more darker-ish, gray-ish skin.
Oh,
Maybe but you do not know for sure.
I would not know that race at all.
Oh,
Did Gal just find love?
Tall, dark, and handsome. My favorite. No.
I mean, it doesn't take much to be taller than you, Shorty.
Shut up, you're sleeping. Anyways, yeah, Galad would just listen to them play. Kinda clapping along to the music. That's it.
alright. A waitress walks up to Galad and decides to serve him a drink. Meanwhile, Russia.
I'm just gonna be walking. I don't know how long it'll take to get there. So continue on with them
Okey-dokey.
too until you know I would eventually reach town.
Jump shall remain
Galad,
sleeping
you-
until something happens.
So Galad, you are served a drink. Do you take it?
He's gonna sniff it. He has no idea what this is.
It smells like elderberries.
He's gonna take a tiny little sip.
It tastes sweet.
Too sweet. Too sweet. Mm-mm. Galad has a favorite kind of taste. Not sweet. Like, eh. He's gonna find the nearest table and just put the cup down. He doesn't know anything. Like,
Alright, so what do you do for the rest of the day?
I want to explore town. I want to explore this whole area. This is his first time in civilization.
Alright, then explore away. You see some
wanna go-
shops along the strip. You're at the
Oh
guardhouse.
shit, we're in Vegas now.
Oh, wow,
Actually, what kind of shops are there?
Mainly trinkets, selling pelts, selling some vegetables mainly, and some meat stores.
What kind of trinkets?
Roll investigation or roll perception.
We'll roll perception. What's my perception? 16.
They're mainly like accessories made out of bone. Either for earrings, bracelets, pouch holders, small coin pouches, if anything else. Well crafted
Wait.
too.
Wait, what do the coin pouches look like?
Think of like a tiny little sack that hang off the waist if you put them on your belt.
Aw, you said everything was made of bone. I was like, how did they make a coin pouch out of bones? I'm
Don't worry about
interested.
it.
Okay.
I said the accessories, dude, and coin
Okay.
pouches.
I mean, coin pouches can be accessory. How much for a bone bracelet?
2 silvers.
2 silvers. I will hand him a gold piece.
Wow, never seen one
And
of these before. I don't think I have enough silvers to give you.
You can just give me what you have then.
You get like 30 silvers back in return.
Can I roll an insight check on him?
Sure.
23.
You can tell that this guy has got to honest. He really didn't have enough silvers for that gold coin.
Galad appreciates the honesty. That's why he was kind in return.
Wait,
He decides to close shop for the day after
Aw,
selling you that
yeah.
bracelet.
Hmm?
Yeah, isn't 1 gold only 10 silver?
No, it's 100.
I was gonna question that, but then I was like, you know what? This is his campaign, his setting, his universe. Screw it. Might be 100.
So 1 gold is 100 silver?
I think hang on.
Depends on the
Yeah.
DM. It can be either 10 silver per gold or 100 silver per gold.
Does that mean 1
I think it's
platinum is 100 gold?
Yeah.
How much platinum do you
Really?
have?
Oh, no, I was just curious.
Oh, thank God. I was gonna be like, do you have platinum, you rich Okay.
No.
Glad doesn't know this. And fellow. Now he's gonna don on his new bracelet. Aw, yeah. And we can just go to Russia. I feel like he'd probably get there.
Oh
See
no, even
Galad.
even the standard
Yeah,
is
I
like
have no idea when the fuck I'm getting there.
Was that Kit?
look.
Looking up gold? It's DM
Yeah,
rules, really.
No, I found a table that says like 100 silvers is like a gold. But I think I'll just stick to the 100 to 1. Easier.
100 to 1? Okay, good to know. I will note that now.
So
I just
Galad
lost
can tell
97 silver.
98 actually.
You gave me 3 silver.
Ooh.
Oh, it's 2?
silver. I give you 30 silver. So you kind of just lost 70 silver. I think costed 2 silvers.
Yeah.
And you give him a gold coin.
Yep. Oh well.
And he gives you 30 silver in return, so you get 70 silvers. You just lost 70 silvers.
Imagine how
Eh,
drunk
oh
that
well.
chieftain's gonna get with 7 gold.
Holy shit, that's right. You just gave the man 7 gold. Why did the dumb ones have to be in here? Like the dumb characters.
So, Galad, you got yourself a bracelet. and sun has set. What else are you gonna do? If not, look for some place to sleep.
Let's see. Do I have any tent? Can I just camp out?
Are you asking me or like what?
I guess I can go to one of the houses and knock. Like, Shump did, but I actually won't force myself in.
By convenience, you open a door open as you knock on it and it says yes.
Excuse me, I'm looking for housing.
Oh sure, we got an extra room. You're not
Can
some
give you-
murderer, are you?
No, gods no.
Good, because I do not want to be murdered in my sleep. I have the guest bed.
No, I can relate to that. I would also not. You're not some murderer, are you?
Maybe.
I'll take those chances. I will, he's not gonna ask for any money.
Nope.
I will give him 20 silver.
He just looks at it and just says nothing about it. Just takes it. And you know,
I give him a little bow, and I ask him which way to the guest room, and I will head there. Rest for the night.
alright, so for Russia,
Wait, okay. All I'm gonna say is we're really lucky. The chieftain didn't decide to do a background check on Jump.
I don't think he can
Nice.
though.
Well, you just
It's
like,
drunk.
well, it's just asking, are you a murderer? Because Jump would have replied yes.
He wouldn't care. Like, well, go tell the guards
That's
you're a
Jump for
murderer.
ya.
I mean, you just give a man 7 gold, and even if you're a murderer, he just wouldn't question it. I think.
Probably not. Anyways, continue.
So Russia, you made your way halfway there, almost, as the moon was up in the sky, lighting the way. Do you do anything else?
No, by the time I get there, shops will probably be fucking closed, but I'll just keep walking.
Right. The time now is sunrise. Russia, you've
Wait,
reached
I
your
walked all
destination.
night?
Well, you didn't say you're gonna sleep.
It took all night to get into town.
Yep.
If-
It's quite a distance away.
Well, then I would have stopped somewhere and slept if it was really that fucking far of a walk. I'm not
Gotcha.
gonna walk
Then
all
you-
night. I don't have dark vision.
Well, I did say the moon was up.
I guess I wasn't paying attention. So, I'm assuming there's trees on the path, yeah?
Yes, there is. And you spot a nice tall one.
Has it got some good branches up there?
Yes, it does. But you gotta test it. Roll survival.
Roll of survival. Alright.
Right, you
18.
managed to climb the tree with some finesse, testing the branches.
Well, that
with,
would have been an athletics check, which I have a +5 in anyway, but still.
So, checking the branches, they seem sturdy enough. You put a bit of weight, slowly, and more of it, and eventually you're standing on a branch. Give it a little jolt by jumping a bit on it. Seems sturdy enough.
Yeah, but I asked if there was a cluster. Like a cluster of
Yes,
branches.
there is.
Okay. Yeah, it'll sleep along the cluster of branches.
All right. Morning approaches. Who's the first to wake up?
Jump.
I was gonna say,
Are you
he's-
sure
he's
about
been,
that?
He's been sleeping the longest, probably.
Yeah. So actually, like an
But
hour
it's-
before sunrise, Jump's gonna wake up.
All right. It's a bit dark out, but you wake up. You see the village chief kind of sleeping on the floor, drunk.
Oh, no.
Okay. So let me just do a few things here. Okay. So Jump will wake up, grab his stuff, and walk out the door.
All right. It's still a bit dark. but you do not see any signs of Russia or Glad.
Is there anyone?
Nope. Everyone's asleep.
Okay, let me think here. Okay, I'm guessing the guards are stationed out wherever the fedge.
Guards
Over
are
here.
stationed out. They patrolling the area. You don't know.
I'm gonna head down to the crops then.
All right.
What is it?
There are rolls of either root or leaf type of vegetables. You have to roll an investigation or nature roll.
Huh, okay. They are plant.
They are plants indeed.
They are plant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna shrug because plant is not meat. And I don't know. Is there any lights anywhere?
There are lights. Hang on. There seems to be torches here, 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 and what seems to be here.
Okay, so only along the perimeter. Okay. Do these houses have windows?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so Shump's gonna walk up to this house here,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to push onto the door.
The door is locked.
Okay. I'm gonna walk around to one of the windows. Do I see anyone or anything inside?
There are people sleeping inside.
How many?
2.
2.
Naked.
How? I don't care. Age. Old, middle, young.
Yep. Young adults, maybe middle, 20-ish.
Cool.
At least.
Okay.
Okay.
Back to door.
Okay.
Big warhammer.
Oh boy.
Hit door. I'm gonna
Really?
roll to hit. Yes, I'm gonna hit the door in with the hammer.
Roll it.
Okay, never mind. Shump drops the hammer.
Oh my god.
You're gonna swing at the door, but you managed to kind of hit it even with a net one. It was at a bad angle. It almost slipped from your hand, but the door does break.
Okay. Shump shall enter house.
You could hear the guards coming.
Fuck. How could they hear that? Okay, you know, now that, one sec. Let me rephrase that. Fuck.
You've already done it. You can't take back the actions. Learn from your consequences.
I'm sorry, what?
I think
Well, I mean, dude, you broke down a giant, well, a wooden door with a war
A
hammer.
giant metal hammer. Yes, I'm very aware.
Yes, with
the
a
natural one.
sword.
Okay, look, Shump's not the quiet type. Why am I even bothered about stealth at this point?
Yes. Why bother in the first place? But anyway,
Okay.
the guards are coming in. coming to your location.
Okay. Main room. Is there any food?
Oh my god.
No.
Guess we'll have to make some. Okay. Walk towards room where people sleeps.
They are awake. One of them's reaching for a dagger of sorts.
I'm going to sigh, very annoyed like. And just kind of, I'm just going to lean on my hammer, and I'm just going to gesture to the dragon, just like, what is that going to do?
His question to you was, who are you and what are you doing in my house?
I am Shump. And I decided to enter your home.
He's telling you to leave.
But I haven't decided I want to leave yet. Shump will stay, and I'm going to... Is there a chair?
Yes.
I'm going to sit in the chair.
Alright, the guards come, and of course, kind of surrounds the house a bit. They're asking, they barged into the house as well and ask what's going on here, what happened, and what was that noise.
So Shump is going...
The man then tells the guards that you've broken into their home, and they are telling you to get up and get out and follow them.
Shump will glare at the man angrily and be like, I have no idea what he's talking about. I entered his home, and then he treats me like this as a guest.
Clearly,
Even though there's a big destroyed door, hammer in hand.
Yes.
I never said Shump was super convincing.
I mean, you can roll persuasion.
Persuasion? You're not screw it. Eh? Eh? Eh?
The guards kind of convinced a bit. I mean, you sound very persuasive with your confidence, and they kind of like look at the door. Look at the owner who just.
It was like that when I found it.
Looks at you like, what the fuck? They didn't know what to make of the situation, despite being persuaded quite well.
Shump, tired of these antics, is just going to shoulder his hammer and walk out the door.
They just make their way, and they didn't seem to know what to do.
And I'm just gonna walk
Where are you walking?
this way.
How the fuck?
Welcome to Shump.
Love Shump.
Alright. Where else are you walking now?
Okay.
Alright.
Screw it. Shump will start heading towards the market stalls.
The market stalls are closed around this time. There's only like one guy opening his stall. Meanwhile, the sun starts to rise, and Russia. Or no wait, the sun starts to rise, and Galad. Anything from you?
What a wonderful sleep. I'm sure nothing's gone wrong yet. I would like to get up.
Mm-hmm.
So if the guy that let me sleep in his home is awake, I will say thank you and make my way out.
He's awake. Tells you no problem. Glad not to be murdered though.
Same.
He's fixing
I mean-
people.
I mean, this area seems kind of nice. I doubt there's any murders.
Besides the one you
Yeah.
brought.
Said murders, not murderers.
So,
Nani.
moving
Well-
on.
And I will make my way outside the home.
Alright. You see the guards following Shump.
Fuck. I'm gonna pretend like I don't know him. I'm just gonna. Actually,
Hey,
do
Shorty!
talk to me.
I'm going to follow him.
No.
Where are you
I'm
going?
full on sprinting away from him. And I would be. I think I'm faster than you. Are you? Actually, no. You have a speed like at 40. Never mind.
No, I have a speed of 30.
Oh, good. Then I'm faster than you.
You're lucky I don't
So
have. I think
you
it's.
go in one direction.
I guess I'll follow him for a bit, then just kind of stop by the stalls and be like, okay.
I'm just making my
Alright.
way out of town. Like, fuck that. I don't want to deal with any of that shit.
Okay. So Shump, you're by the stalls. What are you looking for?
Meat.
There, the meat stall indeed did open.
Okay.
You see dried meat being hung up as a commodity or a necessity for people to buy.
I'm going to point to a large chunk of meat. Literally just whatever looks biggest.
There'll be 50 silver, sir.
Okay. Shump, being unable to count, will throw down the rest of his gold coins onto the table.
My God. All right. They look at him and like, we don't have change for this, sir.
I'm just gonna point. Meat.
Okay then. He just takes one gold coin and gives like 7 back to you,
I'm just gonna shrug and
And-
put them back in my coin purse.
and they hand you the meat.
Okay, I'm just gonna. What type of? What is it? Like a leg, a chop? What is it?
Uh,
Just make
what
up
do
a
you call the
word.
big- Yeah, like giant rib area.
Cool. I'm just gonna kind of toss it on my shoulder and start walking towards the house.
Which house?
The one I'm staying in.
Okay.
My house.
Yeah. All right.
Do I still have my posse of guards?
Okay. You walk
Okay.
towards the house.
Do I still have my posse of guards?
Okay.
And then I enter the house.
They're kind of like debating, like, are you a good guy or a bad guy here? Like, what's going on?
And then, is the dwarf up? Probably not.
Nope. It's out. Like, really out.
Cool. Is there a fire or something?
There's fire in the kitchen.
Cool. I'm gonna take a javelin.
Right.
I'm going to impale the meat
Okay.
and stick it into the fire.
I mean, the stove's not big enough for the thing.
Angry, take out hand axe, chop into pieces.
Okay.
Although clumsy, pretty good at butchering meat.
Okay.
Stop moving my stuff. And then
Right.
start cooking the ribs.
Right. Anything from Galad?
Just noping out of that town, he can already feel something terrible is about to happen. He does not want to be included. Nope, 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 nope.
I'm gauging how these guards are because I might be able to just go on a murder rampage, but we'll see in 3 seconds.
So anyway, the guards just keep an eye on you for now. However, tried to fix the door and convince the owner that it was no harm, no foul. Probably confused, and seemingly he probably made a deal with the chief. Seemingly that the chief let him into his house. Apparently, they just keep an eye on you at most times. The hours passed, and almost maybe like an hour, you managed to cook the meat.
Coolio. I'll eat the meat. Not all of it though.
Okay.
I will leave some, and I'm just gonna put it on a plate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna set it by the dwarf.
All right.
Whoa.
He is my friend. Shump protect.
But he also attack.
But he also attack. Exactly.
else?
Hmm. Let me think it.
Alright, welcome back.
Yeah, there we go. I'm back.
I'm
Sorry
gonna
I left you guys with that screen.
No, you're good. Let me see. Oh, you're probably talking to someone else. Never mind. I will
I
then.
think I missed something cool. What happened? It says DM kit.
No, you're missing dumb.
Oh, okay.
Just dumb. By that I mean you're just missing Shump.
Oh,
Shump will just proceed to start cleaning all of his arms. Actually, is there a wash bin?
No.
wait, all.
Is there
all-
is there like a tub
Got it.
of sorts or anything?
There is a.
Is there
tub,
something that
but-
can hold water?
Yes.
Okay. Is there water in it?
There is a tap.
There's a what?
Tap. I think he said tap.
Tap.
You're telling me these people have plumbing?
Yeah, plumbing in this
Sort of.
world? Fuck
Sort
yeah.
of plumbing.
Damn it.
Okay, I'm gonna fill the thing with water. I'm gonna actually wash my clothes.
Alright.
Okay.
So moving
That's
on
my
to Russia. It
Okay.
is early morning. The sunbeam hits your face.
Yeah, see, when I first heard that, I wanted to ask, wait, doesn't he only have 2 arms? And then I remembered, oh, wait, no, he collects arms. Okay, this makes more sense. I had a stupid moment for a second because I wasn't here for the context of what was going on.
Fucking Shump.
I was like, did Shump just get, like, fucking cursed and now has, like, 4 arms or something? What happened?
Dude, I
Oh,
wish.
that would not be okay.
But alright, getting up in the morning, first thing I will do is put back on the breastplate, because again, don't sleep in armor unless you want to suffer a point of exhaustion. So I'll take the 5 minutes to put that on, and I will get my backpack and start to climb down the tree and continue on. I'm guessing athletics to get down the tree, so I will roll it. 9!
Alright. You managed to climb down a tree pretty much easily.
Thank God I have claws, otherwise that might have been really bad on a 9. Alright, I will continue heading towards town. I mean, I thought I was going to be able to make it within a few hours. I didn't know it was this long of a walk, but yep, still fucking going. It's like, I want to
Right.
get to the shops today. That's all I want to do. I just want to get to the shops. Although it was nice, you know, not having to sleep in a town. And because this is what he's used to. He's used to actually sleeping out in the woods, just usually up in a tree, away from predators and stuff, so he gets a good night rest without being disturbed.
Asha is a predator though.
He is, yes, but there are also, when you live in the wilderness, regardless what type of predator you are, there are normally bigger predators that will still fuck your shit up, and he knows that. He's not stupid. He knows to pick his battles. And one
Right,
thing he
so-
doesn't want to do is let something bigger than him get the jump on him while he's sleeping.
Alright, so you travel and it ends up being afternoon until you find and see civilization. There was a border patrol that asked you what you were doing here.
Looking to trade some goods and possibly find. He'll take off the backpack, you know, and fish out the that will again. And looking to find this person, or their next
that's-
of kin.
That's a shame. Cecil's dead, eh?
Yes, Cecil. Yeah, looks like he's been, well, if I remember correctly, looked like he had been dead for a little while.
That's a shame. That's a real shame. Man, you descendants of dragons are pretty kind, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'd see you guys not in the war though. It's pretty messed up north.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
If these guards could like insight, if these guards insight him, I guess I don't know. Do I need to try to deceive them, or are they just like believe me, just saying yeah? Because I got no fucking idea what they're talking about.
Roll deception, I guess.
All right, let's make this interesting, shall we? Where is deception? There it is. Then another 9, and they get to insight that to see if shouldn't be too difficult to beat if there's more than one of them. Well, they might have modifiers.
Nah, it's a simple 6 for both of them.
All right.
Guard.
You couldn't tell if you were like being serious or not. You might just be a traveler to them, but they don't know that you don't know nothing. And one of them just has to say, "Where'd you come from?"
So is this normal to you? Kind of motions to his face and the discolored scales, changing the subject. Or trying to.
Oh well, nah. I mean, like we've seen like some of your, there's the dragon descendants around. I mean, we got like Arakakras living in our town.
No idea what that is. What is that type of dragon I've never met?
Ah, so they're like bird people with wings. Yeah.
Weird.
Some of them don't fly though.
Weird. All right.
Right?
So yeah, do you know where this person's house is? I mean, I'm looking to trade a couple of things, maybe get some coin off of what I got, and then find whoever this belongs to, because they deserve to know that this whatever passed. I don't even know what race he was.
Cecil's house? Yeah, it's
I
Cecil's house?
I don't even know his race. Yeah, it was
Oh, yeah.
unidentifiable.
Such a shame though. He was pretty young though.
Again, completely unidentifiable. No way to tell the age or anything. I'll
Yeah,
leave
they're
that
just
part
idly
out.
talking. It's a pretty huge shame. He wanted to be a hero. After
Hero, you
like
say.
some weird what you call it? Them big city where it's expeditions. Yeah, expeditions. Yeah, after that he wanted to go join the war.
Well, perhaps he achieved his goal in the end. In
Yeah,
some
really?
way. Maybe.
Oh, you saw him?
Where do you think I got this from? I did say that.
Well, yeah, he died, but what do you mean by he got his wish?
I'm not exactly from here.
Well, we can tell that much. Usually
Yeah,
people come to
also
this town
from
on horses.
this world.
Oh. Well, that's
Yeah,
Kind of
a
weird.
little early to be like smoking the lettuce, isn't it?
sure.
I mean, they're not wrong.
He didn't
Oh,
expect him to
God.
believe him, but that's fine. I don't care. He put it out there, so it's like, yeah, whatever. Here you go. Take with that information what you will.
Well, Cecil lives like down south of here. Like you hit straight, then you see a fork in the road. Take the right.
All right, I will do that. Thank you for your time. And he's just gonna wander off now. He's used to dealing with. Although he's used to people being much more afraid of him than what these guys are. So I'm beginning to think that my natural intimidation is not going to give me advantage in this world. Because
Roll perception.
they aren't put
Chumps
off by
will.
my looks.
Not you.
A
Roll
perception.
for Russia. Perception, yeah.
Alright. 14.
So you heard their conversation and like, then dragon descendants are weird. Luckily, there's like only 10 of them.
Huh. So Dragonborns are, at least from... Okay, the way he's going to take that is Dragonborns are extremely rare in this world.
Yep.
Now I have a question,
He'll,
DM.
he'll note that and continue walking.
Yes.
What's the name of the world he came from? Is it a different world?
I think
Yes, it's a
actually we
different
might
world.
have been pulled from even different. We might not even all be from the same
Same world? Like
universes
someone
or
can be from
planes.
Faerun, someone can be from someone else.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
I feel, I feel glad for the world Shump was from because then they no longer have to deal with him.
I'm down to just say I was from
Praise
Faerun.
be to the goddess that took Shump away.
Who knows? Who even knows if the
He's
same
come to
gods are
bless
in this
this
world?
land. Anyways,
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. Like, are we from different lands?
Yes,
Can one
you
of
are.
us?
Well, you do know one god does exist here because you heard this conversation, and so didn't Shump. We know that Tiamat exists in this world.
Tiamat,
And we know about the one sun god, the sun goddess there, the reason we were summoned.
Yep.
big shiny person.
So
I'm down to
two.
say where I know where I'm from at least.
All right. So yeah, you can hop back to the others. Rasha will probably hit up the shops first, and if they're open. If not, then if it's still too early, he'll make his way to
Too
Cecil's
early.
house first.
Alright, so you make your way to the fucking road and you took a left instead of a right.
Sure.
Gotcha. Alright, so Shump,
It is a
you
good
managed to
question.
cook the meat, you eat, you left the plate on by the dwarf chief's side as he slept on the floor drunk.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Get back into my now clean. Well, actually, no, they gotta dry. Okay, wait for those to dry. In the meantime,
TikTok, come on.
well, I guess it's time to start making fortifications, I suppose.
What?
What do you mean? What? It's time to make fortifications.
He's gonna fortify the house.
Yeah, you said there's a
I just
pickaxe,
want to-
right?
Okay, you weren't here for this, but I left town too. Shump has been alone.
So you said there's a pickaxe, right?
Oh my
Yes.
fucking god.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start digging a trench.
Everyone in town just looks at you weird.
Yep. Oh, Shump is not having a good day.
Shump is claiming his property right now.
Shump is getting
Sure,
left
leave it at that.
behind.
Let's just say right now, Shump does not know. Shump believes he is somewhere else entirely. Okay.
A guard then walks up to you and asks, "Weren't you here with like those 4 other people?"
So, right now, so Shump's gonna look at him, and Shump's eyes are gonna have like a glassy look to him, and he's gonna think. And you said 4, right?
Yes.
He's also
yeah.
including
Russia.
the other two.
Russia. Yep. The other 2.
Shump
came
is gonna
with
think and be like, no. There should be 3.
One of them. No. In this case, we can just place it as Yummy and Wildfire.
No. I understand that. I understand that part. But no, Shump's gonna say no. There should be 3.
What about that red one?
The what?
You know, the small red one.
None of them were small and red.
Wildfire, dude.
Yeah, I think Shump is talking about 3 different people.
Yeah, again, Shump has a glassy look in his eye. Shump does not know where he is right now. Shump believes he is somewhere else entirely with completely different people. So, go
Well,
Shump,
were
I
you
suppose.
with the dragon descendant?
Dragon.
You know, the one with the white scales on his face.
Johnry?
Yeah, sure. He left town like yesterday.
He's gonna glance out towards like wherever the guard points to, like town or whatever.
Yep,
Just
it's
be
the
like-
same way where Galat and Russia hit it off to.
Well, let's hope the demons haven't got him by this point.
I mean,
Continues
like,
digging trench.
if he did, wouldn't like he want someone big and strong to like save him?
No. I must dig the trench before they come.
Well, wouldn't it be better to have more people helping the trench? Say your friends?
Great idea. Throw some pickaxe. Start digging.
We're not your friends though.
I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna hold up my hand to shake it.
Well, the short guy just left town too, so like, wouldn't you like prefer joining your friends in
Is
adventure?
he just gonna leave? Is he just gonna leave Shump hanging? I'm trying to shake his hand.
He's just gonna leave you hanging in the.
Shump is going to get mildly annoyed at this. Grunt. Grab the pickaxe and continue digging. 1 sec. Let me just roll something here. Oh. Well then. Okay.
Right?
Shump eyes are gonna roll into his head and pass out.
They just kind of look at it, and
God damn it.
they find a merchant in town, and you know they just kind of just drag him to the
Get him out of
merchant,
town.
and basically just tell him to get out of town because they didn't know how to handle this guy.
Just better to get
Put him
him
on-
and leave.
Cart, and the cart was upstairs, up north to where Russia and Galat was. So they
What time would
load
I
him
be
up-
entering the town?
Hang on. It was already late after. It's like afternoon, just as Russia was talking to the guards, and the carriage went off. In
I
time
left in the
displacement-
morning.
In time, you left in the morning, right?
I left in the morning, early morning. When I saw fucking Shump being followed by multiple guards, I was like, nope.
All right. So anyway, as you left in the morning, you're like halfway to town, and it's late afternoon. So you are almost to town, as it'll be like super late afternoon, like tea time. You see a carriage pass by you with a sleeping Shump.
Not even gonna question it.
Shump just has this. God, Shump. I can't at this point.
But you must.
But I'm gonna wait until after game to ask.
Gets up in the middle of the night, breaks into someone's house, calls them bad hosts, walks out of there scot-free, goes over, just gets a big hunk of meat, cooks it, gets to this guy, has some fucking old flashback, starts digging trenches, blacks out, is thrown in a carriage and shipped out to the next town. Oh my god, what is this character?
It's your character. Why are you asking me?
I know,
anyway,
but this campaign's not helping it.
So,
All you
Galad,
hear, yeah, all Galad is gonna do is whisper under his breath, "Why Telquiet?"
Haha, bitch, you gotta walk.
Eh,
See, once
As
I
long
told you, this was all an elaborate plan by me and Shump, okay, to get a free ride.
listen, honestly, he's okay being alone. Doesn't have to deal with you.
Alright. So glad you're moving to town. You're half there, and it was gonna be sunset soon. For you,
He's okay walking through the dark. He has dark vision.
sure. And there doesn't seem to be any wolves or anything that will be attacking. So moving
My
on.
passive perception of 15. I hope not.
Right. So back to Russia. Since we're gonna be using this map now. Russia, it is nighttime, as you're probably roughly, I think, around here where the shops are.
Wait, it's nighttime again?
Oh, sorry,
What?
it's my bad. Time displacement, my bad.
You
Oh, you
said I
arrive
made
at
it
a
here
fork
like
in the road.
fucking midday or something.
It's midday. It's afternoon for you. It's like 12 p.m. My bad. So you found the fork in the road. You headed left instead of right, where the house should be.
A bigger town.
All right. So you're telling me the house isn't here?
The house is on your right if you take the fork.
Okay, well. Guess since this is closer, it'll be my first stop.
All right. You see a farmer working out in the fields, passing by the house. It was male. But seeing you walk to the house, he kind of rushed towards it as a woman was out front sitting on the porch in a rocking chair. Yes? He asked you.
Who, the woman or the man that came running over? Which one?
I'm gonna kick you from the damn game if you don't stop now.
Who?
Nothing. Anyway, so
Wait, what?
continuing on.
Wait, hold on.
What?
I'm gonna kick you from the. Wait, okay. You know what?
Wasn't aware you can see that.
Everyone
shown-
everyone on stream can see that, dude.
Really? I have it hide from others.
No.
Really? That's weird.
All right, so Russia, you see the woman just, seems human on a rocking chair greeting you. She asks you what your business here be.
All right. Do you know a Cecil? Was it
Would that
Cecil?
be my son? Yes.
Well, we'll fish out the will and hand it over. I guess
Well,
this
of
would
course.
be for you.
She took the wheel and you see her break down crying. Her husband came by to comfort her. He thanks you and wonders if you need anything.
Just kind of shrugs. I don't know.
Nothing? Well, he thanks you for bringing him back home to them.
Sure. Stand there for a moment, just awkwardly, to see if there's a reward, and if not, okay, I'll move on.
He, just tells you that if you need anything, please let them know.
Alright, fair enough. That's what I get for doing a good deed. Nothing. Alright, so
So as
next.
you make halfway through, the farmer calls out to you. You wait.
Okay.
He was been chasing you. And see what seems to be a bracelet of sorts.
What is.
There is a
this?
pair of.
Okay, I'll take the 2 bracelets. What are these?
He explains to you that these were meant to be worn when traveling, so long as it lights up. The other one can know that you're alive and well.
Alright, well, thank you for this. Sorry for your loss.
He thanks you again for bringing their son back home.
Well, technically I just brought the will, but yeah, okay.
Maybe he was a piece of paper. You don't know that.
It's true. Alright, well with that, I'll say his goodbyes and continue on into town. At least you got something.
Town was lively, as by this time you travel about. Yep, you were traveling about. Why is this one not to scale? Wow. Damn.
This one's now too small. This is new to me.
Alright, here we go. There we
Actually-
go.
Oh yeah, that looks a lot better.
Perfect one.
Perfecto.
Well, still, if it's, was noonish when I got here, I figure I still have time to hit up the shops, and that's his next mission. Looking for probably a magic shop first, and then a blacksmith.
Alright, so you managed to find the district where there are shops and whatnot open, along with towns and fields next to you. Seems like a village, farm town
Hooray.
in development. Still upgrading.
At least it's not an overpopulated, fucking crowded shithole. And he says that out loud as he's walking.
You people kind of just look at you and like, whoa, dude, the fuck?
Anyway, yeah, he'll look for something that would resemble any type of arcane symbol that would, be considered like a magic shop of places. Whether it actually is or not, that's another whole nother thing entirely. But he's looking.
I guess roll investigation. Since you're searching for something specific.
All right, sure. Investigation. Not 1, 3.
How come I don't see it?
Oh, I got a 3. Basically, nat 1 plus 2.
Oh, there it is. So it took you a while, like a few good 2 or 3 hours wandering around aimlessly. You, however, see a cart pass by with Shump in it.
Okay.
You're able to find it, however. It took you quite a long while.
Yeah, I figured it would take a long time off of a fucking nat 1. I wasn't expecting it to be any other way. Going in. Unless if you want to switch over to someone else. I don't know. Time is
So,
being
Galat,
weird, so.
you, if anything else, you reach at nighttime.
Alright, nothing changes. All he sees is black and white, though.
Alright.
Nervous as hell
so
because he's entering more civilization, though. Right.
You reach the town in a cart. Not sure if you're awake of that.
I reach town in a cart. Cool. I'm gonna wake up and wonder where the fuck am I?
The driver stops the cart and says, "Well, you're here. Get on out. I got things to sell."
Shump, upon hearing "we're here," instantly now knows he is here and is no longer worried.
Okay.
So this is where here is. So there's 3 ways I could walk. Cool. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, I'm gonna go up.
Alright, as you went up, you find what looks like a tavern.
I'm gonna sniff. Is there small food?
Yes, you do.
Food.
Alright, the tavern, of course, you can see everyone there. Oh,
where's the tavern?
in your underwear.
Am I? Oh crap, I am. Shump doesn't care, but now that you pointed out. Oh, my clothes are back in the other town, aren't they?
They are.
Oh well. I can take that out of my inventory, I suppose. I still do have religious vestments, but screw that, I'm not putting those on. Walk into the tavern completely naked. Except for my underwear.
Everyone just kind of looks at you like this is normal. It's like, "Ah, neat."
Neat.
They all kind of bid you good afternoon, thinking like you might be an adventurer of sorts.
Just gonna nod to them as if nothing's going on. With my literally just backpack and bunch of weapons. This guy looks so weird, just like completely decked out with weapons and gear, but no clothes at all.
Except underpants.
Ah, you gotta love appearances. I suppose I'll walk up to the counter and ask for food and drink.
Sure. What kind?
I'm going to think. I'm just gonna say the most.
Meat platter it is. Any specific drink?
The strongest.
Right. He serves you a large mug of one of the strongest ale he has, and a meat platter, which was the most, and tells you the total was 25 silvers.
Again, a number too big for Shump. He will throw down 4 gold.
The guy just takes 1 gold and gives you back 75 new coins, which is not gold to you.
So he's gonna take 1 and then give me 75 silvers.
Yes.
I'm just gonna kind of look at this pile of new coins, just shrug and throw in the coin purse, I suppose.
Alright. Leaves you to your meal.
Yay.
Everyone's kind of gossiping about you.
Okay. Just gonna eat and drink.
For Galat, you won't be here until nighttime. So
Yep.
Haha, slow.
as you travel, you spot some form of bushes and berries, as well as some night critters that kind of just prowl about. Seeing that the road was empty and safe, it's a road less traveled. Do you do anything?
Yeah, continue walking.
Alrighty.
Hoping to find someone or something of civilization. It's not his first time outside in a forest in the dark. But then again, this is unknown territory for him.
Still daytime.
What was that? Yeah. Oh, it's still
You
daytime?
won't reach. Yep.
Yeah, just continuing. Probably humming the same tune that one dark-skinned elf was playing. Just humming it to himself.
Oh, that's adorable.
Shut up, go kiss the other barbarian, fight me.
Alright, here we go. Alright, so. Where the fuck is their wind? Why is it so hard to get the sound effects I want?
Kit's
I'm
messing with
adjusting.
sound effects.
Not this one. That, and... Sorry. Why not? That's all I have.
Yep,
Anyway,
humming that.
Yeah, moving back to Russia. You managed to find the shop.
Like I said, I'm going in.
Alright. Entering the shop, it is a bunch of commodities, some masks, trinkets hang along the wall, some staffs, and tons of spell books up in the shelves neatly as you see someone just standing there sweeping the floor and look at you and just go, "Welcome?" The question mark.
Yes. This is a store, right? That would be a typical greeting to a potential patron.
Yes, with a question mark. He greets you.
Yes. No question mark. It is a statement. Anyway,
Okay.
I have some things. If do you buy anything at this shop? I have a few
Um.
potions and odds and ends I'd like to get appraised, possibly part with.
Uh. Um. Sure. With a question mark. What do
Is
you
this
have?
person all right? I mean, they're questioning an awful fucking lot.
Uh. Aren't most like dragon descendants are like out in the battlefield or something?
I don't know anything about that. Is
Uh.
there a counter or something?
Yeah. There is a counter.
Rasha is gonna walk up to the counter and he is going to produce the armor stone just to get it appraised so he knows what it is. The two unknown potions, the smokable herbs, the small dagger that's unidentified, two demon horns of unknown quality, the silver cylinder that is filled with some type of fluid that he got way back in the fucking first episode. And the nice looking morning star, just because he doesn't know if it's magical or not. So yeah.
Oh. 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 So you were at the battlefront. Okay. Wait. Are you
I was
go
at
go
no
go front?
such battlefront.
Sure. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Right. Latari odd kind. Um. Where do you want to start?
Uh, he'll move this stone first. Can you tell me what this thing is?
Armorstone. Pretty rare.
What's it do?
Gives you more defensive qualities.
All right. He'll take that. He'll hold on to that now. He knows what it does. What's this stuff? The smokable herbs are up next.
Um. Well, we call this one. Well, there's many variations of it. Things like the devil's lettuce mixed with mushrooms. I think.
Is it worth anything?
Well, it's a bit illegal, but maybe
All right.
up
So
to
not
two
to
gold.
not to you. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I'll part with that.
Old man gonna get high.
What can you tell me about this? And the small dagger will be up next. If there's anything special about it.
Well, aside from using it as a sacrificial purposes, I'd say it's kind of pretty rare. It's an assassin's tool.
What's it do?
Well, all you gotta do is just throw it, and it'll never miss a vital spot.
Yeah, I normally don't throw things. What would you give me for this?
5 gold.
I thought you just said it was really rare.
Well, 5 gold, 50 silvers.
I want an insight. Is he trying to rip me off, or does he really not know what this fucking thing is worth, or is he giving me a good deal?
Roll insight.
I am. The 6. I don't know. So unless his deception, if he is trying to deceive me, then he only has to be a 6. That shouldn't be too hard.
That's investigation.
Oh, it was investigation?
I asked insight.
Okay, we'll take one off it then. It's a 5. That's an even lower roll. So it'd be a 5 then.
Well, you can tell that this guy's just not sure how to handle a customer like you. Your kind is like super rare and kind of revered as deities in a way.
I got that for a 5.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Alright, so what'd you say? 5 gold, how much silver?
50 silvers?
Alright, fine. I'll part with that as well.
Right.
Next up will be the 2 unknown potions.
He pops the cork or the cover and kind of just sniffs it. This one's a cure-all, and the other one is this one will restore any covered wounds. You know, if you get injured, like drink this, and whip hippity hoppity get back your
Get back to my what?
healthy.
How good is it?
Well, at most it will like get maybe I don't know stabbed through the hand and like put this on and it'll close up instantly.
So above game, it's just a normal potion of healing.
Yes.
Alright, I'll keep the potion of healing. But I'll part with the other one.
2 gold.
Sure.
Cool.
What about these demon horns? Again, I have no idea the quality of these things.
I can't appraise them. I don't know the quality of these. They could be higher, could be lower. Oh, no.
Where would
Question
I
mark?
go to get them appraised?
You can try the blacksmith.
Alright, fair enough. I was gonna go there eventually anyway. Alright. Next up is the silver cylinder that has some weird fluid in it that made me make a con save when I smelt it.
Oh, this is quite rare. Well, this kind of constructs are pretty like they're like almost artifacts, but they're pretty rare.
What's it do?
Mix any drink you want. And it doesn't seem to run out. Think of like you wake up, you have this with you, you want a coffee, and it'll just fill itself up once
They
per
have
day.
coffee in this world?
Okay, so what's in there right now because it fucking stinks. I want to make him smell it and figure out what it is.
Kind of just smells it. Mercury.
Nunny.
No idea what that is.
It's like quicksilver, but if you like drink it, you kind of die. I guess whoever had this before like kill himself instead of no, or like use it to go fight the demons. You can code this in weapons.
Well, with what's in it right now, would you be interested in the liquid at all? I think I'm gonna keep this thing if it actually can make any type of fluid, but
Sure.
are you interested in
I
what's
mean,
in it?
I mean, if the guy was drinking mercury, it'd be weird because it makes any kind of drink you want. Like who drinks mercury?
Well, chances are it's probably used to coat the person's weapon. He said that.
That's weird. Like you put mercury in your mouth and like spit it out on the weapon.
Look, do you want it or not? Do you want the mercury or not?
Yeah. I'll give you like 3 gold.
Sure, whatever. And he will wait for him to get a vial and pour out the mercury for 3 gold.
Yeah, vial. So he got like 3 vials worth and gives you 3 gold.
All right. And what should I call this thing? Because I just have it like silver cylinder. What is this thing?
And oh wait. I got a perfect name for this thing.
Okay.
You can call it SCP-294.
Son of a bitch.
SCP
Yeah, I
I'm
love
sorry,
you.
what?
Goddammit.
294. Okay, sure.
SCP-294, you son of a bitch.
I don't know what SCP is, but there we go. All right.
You don't know what the SCP? No. Wow. Okay. I know what it
Secure,
is.
contain,
We'll do it
Protect.
after.
protect.
Yeah, we can talk about it after game, but I love you. You brought it in.
All right, and the final piece would be the nice-looking morning star. See if you can tell me anything about that.
Well, this is finally made. I mean, like, look at this.
Is it?
Pure iron handle, mithril chain, and a pure silver morning star attached to it. It's like a flail, but it's a morning star. It's pretty good.
Nothing
There's
magical about it?
inscriptions on the chain too.
Oh. I'm guessing this might be better suited for the blacksmith.
Yeah. Well, I know what the inscriptions are.
Why not tell me then?
Well, if like say like okay hold this.
Okay.
Hold the morning star.
Yep.
And like uh all right, see that window?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like, so you're like standing at the counter here, like imagine swinging and think that you want to hit the window.
All right. I'll swing at the air with the intention of hitting the window.
You see the morning star chains just stretch out and hit across the room and out the window. He comes back to you.
Oh, that's cool.
Right? I don't know who makes this kind of stuff, but like it's like hella rare. I can't charge this.
Morning star with a question mark.
This shopkeep, man. It's like hella rare. God.
I want to kill him.
All right. Now here's the important thing. I'm gonna kind of swing the morning star a little bit just for fun. I'm not gonna try to hit anything. I'm just kind of like twirling it now.
Yep.
Do you have anything of interest here? I have something in mind, but I doubt you'd have it.
My teacher's out right now, so I'm the one managing the shop. But if you come later this evening, he might be home. I got like some trading cards if you like wanna take a look.
No.
God, I hate this.
He's a child! Baby!
Not unless one of them can summon a chest that I can put stuff in and then can dismiss.
Yes.
How about I come back later? You sound very confused.
Sure. I'm just an apprentice, so I am not,
That's great.
This whole conversation makes way more sense now.
You can let them know that you broke the window. All right, have a nice day.
But you Okay.
You're the one that told me to. It's your fault.
This poor kid.
And with that, I guess I'll end Rush's turn for now because that did take a little while, and he'll head out
Alright.
and look for the blacksmith next, so it can hop over
Roll
to the other two.
investigation.
Oh god damn it! It can't be much worse than last time, I guess.
Oh god damn it.
Don't say such things.
Hey,
All right. Well, it
Oh, it
did
was
take you a
complete
while. You managed to like get some information that the blacksmith lives here. Blacksmith lives here.
hey, I see the ping. Oh holy shit! It lives all the way up here. Okay, well, that's where I will start going then.
Right.
It's gonna take
So
me a
for
while to
shop-
get there.
Yeah, it kind of will. Maybe like
It's 718 feet.
gotcha. So Shump,
Whoop.
you had your nice meal. Roll me a
Mhm.
con save on the alcohol.
Con save and alcohol. Oh boy, how hammered does Shump get? Okay.
Not too hammered, kind of buzzed.
uh, should I get Shump? Yeah, screw it, it's Shump. He's gonna look at his now empty tankard and just kind of bang it down on the thing and just more.
Roll another con save.
Again!
You know it.
Good. So, more alcohol.
Yep. Another con save.
Oh, God.
Okay, you're starting to feel it right now.
More.
Roll
God.
a con save with disadvantage.
I
Yep,
there
there
is.
we go.
I can still feel things. Keep it coming.
I can still see my 11 fingers.
So
Wait a minute.
roll a disadvantage if you're gonna go more.
Shump's gonna be hammered at this point. More. Oh, okay. It's not getting worse, but it's definitely not getting better. Oh.
There's
All right, you are out. As you hit that, yep, you just kind of just crashed
Oh yeah, there goes Shump.
on the
How
floor.
many times how many times he's passed out?
like 3 or 4 times
twice.
this session.
Yep.
Oh,
You've
just
gone
keep
you've
it-
gone to sleep a lot.
we should just keep a Shump counter up for like how many times he's fallen asleep.
Take a shot every time. Shump
Dude,
sleeps.
if we kept track of how much I sleep, I'd probably get like 3 long rests every session. Like I'm just saying.
Alright, so you were kind of just like dragged into a room.
Nice. And this,
I
kid,
like-
is how you get free room and board.
Drink until you
And
pass out.
And the innkeep was honest enough to just take a gold out of your pouch, put it back in.
What a
A full goal.
Drinks hot
better
free,
not be
bro.
my. Hey, it better not be my special coin.
Right. Well,
Damn, do it.
Is it?
When he... Well, okay.
No.
Damn it.
Cool. If that's my special coin, someone's gonna die.
Oh, he doesn't. He takes no, not a gold. He takes like 30 silvers. My bad. 30 silvers, not
Oh.
a gold.
Fine then. Take
Alright.
less of my money.
So, Galat, you eventually reach the town. It's nighttime.
I want to. Is there any guards? Sit up. Around here. Ah. Whoa. A guard suddenly appeared. Holy shit.
Yeah, they just patrol the area.
Alright. Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Short one.
I'm 6'2". This guy better be tall.
I'm 7. What's your point?
Damn, big boy. Okay.
Look,
No, we're talking about age.
Uh, I'm six and
Alright.
a half. Excuse you. I'm
Alright,
kidding.
alright, hold on.
Where am I exactly?
Well, town's called. I don't know, dude. I just moved here and started work. Give me a bit. He takes out a few papers. There seems to be a guidebook for him on how to be a guard, where to patrol and whatnot.
How to guard for dummies.
Card for dummies.
Well, how to go for dummies, like the guard routes and the town name of the town. All right, here it
Mhm.
is. Welcome, George. Welcome, traveler, to the town of Trisha. We are
Trisha.
in farmland, upgrading up to a more city-like environment.
Alright,
tavern
now can you tell me?
All travelers
Uh,
The town is
I'll-
open for all travelers, and the tavern's located opposite of town hall. There are 2 taverns here. As a guard, it is my duty to tell you that you are not to commit a crime. So God help me, I will throw you into jail. Please answer my 3 questions before you proceed. Have you committed any recent crimes?
No.
Have you committed any recent murders?
Do demons count?
Demons are an exception.
Alright, then no.
Alright, please stand here while I go through wanted posters in comparison to your face. He takes out a bunch of papers and just,
Wait,
Look
what
it
was
up.
the third question?
What was the third question?
oh,
There's only 2.
are you right? The third question: Are you able to? Oh, can you please comply to my screening of mugshots? So if so, will result in taking you to jail.
Yes.
Thank you. So he just takes this giant stack of wanted posters and one by one just puts it next to your mug. No,
One of them is just like a
No.
Goliath.
He's gonna pull out a
Not sure.
shump when I know it.
Different world.
No.
You don't exist in this world. Yeah.
no,
Shump is wanted in every world.
no, no.
His face palming like, oh my god.
Please get your hand away from your face. So that
Oh
we
my
can-
god, okay.
I love this guard.
No,
Galad, this what do you get for being short?
no.
I'm
See, if you were
above
tall,
average.
you wouldn't have this problem.
Sir, is this you in the picture? He shows you
look.
a bearded elf.
Because all
Oh.
elves look the same.
I don't have a beard. I've never had a beard.
Shaving.
Shave it. Where did you say you're from?
You got the one fucking.
1 second, actually. Hold up. I actually need to look this up real fast. Because I do have a place in mind. 1 quick second. Let me just open the map for where I want my character to be from. If it fucking loads. I'll just say I'm from the forest.
All elves are from the forest, though.
Well, that's actually a stereotype that's incorrect.
Roll persuasion.
I actually don't. Okay. Let me open 20, please.
Nat 1. Nat 1.
Oh, I have a -1
Come on, dude.
modifier.
All elves
Nat
look the
0.
Hey.
Oh!
Get the heart. Fine. Uh-huh.
I don't think so. Do you mind following me?
Hell, where I'm from, I've heard many tales of there being civilizations of elves.
This is so fucking stupid.
I love this
Okay.
so much, you have no idea.
Can you just answer my question? I just wanted to ask one simple question.
Please do not raise your voice.
I'm
I am
sorry.
talking-
So, where
I-
exactly am I in Faerun?
Where is Faerun?
Here we are. World.
This is the town of Trisha.
Yes, I know that, but where on a map
Maybe in the
failed
guard's handbook somewhere it'll tell you where Trisha is. I mean, not
Sir,
Fairy.
please cooperate with me and follow me to the guard station where you will be
I mean,
further.
sure, alright, but I'm still wondering where Faerun, where are we in Faerun?
We're in the town of Trisha.
I know, but the world is called Faerun. Sir, are you knowledgeable of your own world?
Yes? With the question mark?
We're in Trisha.
We're in Trisha. Sir, please comply. Wait,
Okay, okay, you know what? I'll follow you. Maybe I'll find someone better.
Oh my god.
How much do they
got a
pay you
husband.
for this job? That's the
not
guard.
Like, maybe 5 silvers a day.
Only 5 silver. That's not bad. Half of a gold.
Alright, so you enter the place and he explains that you look like the guy in this poster. Sir, please hold up the picture that I gave you.
I hold up the picture of a bearded elf when I am a clean shaven, like no facial hair at all on my face.
I
I
don't
just
know,
hold
man.
it up.
Looks like him, right? I don't think. They're both like looking at the picture and looking at you.
Just because you think all elves look the same?
Hashtag all elves look the same.
Shut up, you're not here. Fight me.
Sounds like Kansas. Feels like
Feels
Texas.
like Texas! Yeah!
Alright, so anyway. They're like trying to figure you out.
All elves look the same.
You got like curly hair, like the same in the picture.
Listen, I just need to know where in the world are we in Faerun?
Well, we're in the town of Trisha.
We're in
Where is
Trisha.
that? Where is that in Faerun?
What's Faerun?
This isn't Faerun.
I-
This is Trisha.
Sir, are you drunk?
I
Let
don't.
me ask you to walk in a line.
Sure, I walk in a straight line because I haven't had anything to drink. I'm not drunk.
No, we can't put him in for drunk. Who is this guy?
You trying to find a way to get me locked up?
No, you look suspicious. Like, look at this poster.
Oh my
For all
goodness.
we know, you just shaved your beard.
I've never had a beard. I don't know how do you shave?
That's exactly what a criminal would say.
No, like how do you shave?
With a knife?
Never had a reason to shave. I don't grow facial hair, I guess.
Roll persuasion.
No, that's not even like this is true for me.
Yeah, but if you were lying, it would be deception. You're trying to persuade them that
13.
you're trying to persuade two idiots, basically.
Quick
Okay.
question. What is the name of this world?
Trisha?
What's the name of this town, sir?
They look at each other and just go, Trisha.
All is Trisha. It's
I'm
all Trisha.
so-
Always has been.
So wait, the name of the town is Trisha, correct?
Yeah.
And the name of the continent we're in, it's called Trisha.
No.
Okay. What
This
is the
feels
name
like
of the
talking to
continent?
Shump.
What?
What's the name of the continent?
Trisha.
You know, you remind me of a friend of mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Is their name Trisha?
Is his name Trisha?
No, his name's Shump, but you know what? I will start calling him Trisha.
Shump will stab you.
Oh. Be on your
Yeah.
way then, weird elf that
Keep an
does
eye on
not
him.
have to shave. We'll be keeping an eye on you though.
And
Kinda
second
sus
time
if
in
you ask me.
civilization, and people are so rude. I just walk out the building and just continue into town.
Elf is sus.
Elphus sus. I saw him vent.
So
I saw
moving
him
on
vent in
back
tavern.
to Russia. You found a blacksmith ways off from town, but you can now tell why. Roll me a con save.
Oh no.
Okie dokie. Let's
Make
see here.
Shump smell nice.
What do
You
we
can
got?
tell that the intense heat was permeating from the cave. Well, more like a man-made cave. Yes, there was fire kind of like the bright amber glow coming out of it.
Okay, question. Is that 14 or 16? I know I have resistance to fire, but I don't know if I have resistance to heat. Because it could be two different things.
16. No,
Alright,
B16.
Alright, so it would be with advantage then. Okay.
Fire and heat, same thing. I mean, like if your resistance to fire means your resistance.
Nunny.
Think about it. So moving on, you can feel why the blacksmith was ways off.
Oh, I'm gonna go inside.
Alright, going inside, you find what seems to be a red dragonborn, surprisingly. Huh? Never seen you before.
A little surprised to see another dragonborn. Considering everything I've been told, there's only
Feels
a
neutral.
few, and they're off on the front lines in some battle or war, something that's going on right now.
Yeah. Portal. He points to the corner of the cave. You see a portal, like, platform there for you to step on.
And where does that go?
Leads to the battlefront or somewhere near it. They're pretty unreliable sometimes.
Yeah. I'm not looking to go that way anyway, right now. Or ever.
I've
I
never
don't know.
seen you before.
Yeah, I'm new. Anyway,
Huh.
I was told to come here to.
Hang on. When you say new, like
Yeah,
born new or like brought here new?
brought. Although the last person I told didn't really believe it.
Yeah, the residents of this world are kinda like that.
Fucking stupid.
So, which kinda deity brought you here?
Some shiny female thing.
Oh, so Solaris then. Cool.
Why does this guy act like this happens every day? Yeah, maybe it does. I don't know.
All right, so I'ma fill you in. You're not the first one. You're probably the 11th group that was brought here.
That bad, huh?
It's a big continent, or so I've found out. There's like, so far I've counted 21 gods. Well, the good ones anyway. 21 bad ones. The world hangs on a balance of good and evil. The demons are growing stronger, that's for sure. And people are really on edge. And this world is a bit out of whack, but it is what it is.
Well, they weren't that strong. He'll pull out the 2 demon horns from the backpack.
Oh, cool. Right. That's quite impressive.
No idea what
You
the
can tell I'm
quality
more
is.
suited to crafting than the battlefield, so if you don't mind, he stretches out his hand to appraise them.
Yeah, you'll hand him over.
Oh, Minotaurus, and the other one. Great demon, not bad. Like, cool. Well, if anything else, if you're like super into this thing at the battlefield, I mean, I think you'd be a great addition. So, what do you want to do with these?
I don't know if I have any use for them. I don't know what they do, so I'm just trying to sell off a few things, make some coin, if you will.
So, well, would you want to make a trade?
I don't know. What are you offering? I mean, I also have this thing, and I'll take out the Morning Star and kind of swing that around. Apparently, this thing is also magical, and I'll just like fling it at a wall.
He sees it stretch and is kind of impressed. I think I know who made that, but I haven't heard from him for like 30 years.
So what's this thing go for? This Morning Star.
Probably priceless.
Cool. But if you had to put a number on priceless,
I'm like,
Maybe 200 gold? Or 1,000? I don't know, I'm not sure. You've been kind of out of touch with the, civilization.
200
I mean,
to
the town-
4,000.
1,000.
Oh, 1,000.
Pretty good range.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a really good range.
I mean,
I think I'll hold on to this for now. What were
it's a
you
pretty
looking?
quiet town.
Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, I've moved to a pretty quiet town, and they're not the smartest, but they know to mind their own business.
All right, what were you looking to trade for the demon horns?
You want armor?
Kind of taps the breastplate. Already wearing some.
Well, heavy but light armor.
This guy
I
makes no sense.
can't wear anything that would really encumber my movement.
I mean, like, if it's heavy armor, but it's made of light metal material, so, I mean, like, it'll be hard, but the weight is kind of up.
they still wouldn't be able to wear it, sadly. Barbarians.
Yeah, can't wear
Sucks.
heavy armor.
Even if it was
Oh, well.
considered light. I mean,
Shame.
ooh, I'm not there.
That's why I'm stuck with medium.
Oh. Well, can't do much for you. Swords?
I already got. Well, you can have this one. I take the great sword off my back, and I'll put that down because I have this one instead, and I will summon Last Whisper up into my hand.
That is such a cool name.
Thank you.
Huh. Well, guess you're the second last one.
Second last?
Well, by their legends, there's supposed to be like 12 of us. And there's like 12 of those. So
Yeah,
that thing you're holding.
We were told that there were more of these scattered around the continent.
Yeah, he takes out his, which was kind of like just soaking in magma. It's like a blacksmith hammer, but glowing red most of the time.
Wait, you have
So
one?
does like, yeah. So does like yours talk to you too, or like?
Oh yeah, I had to strike a deal with it so it wouldn't kill me every time I freaking used it.
Uh, yours is those types, huh? Well, they got different attitudes and such.
I gathered as much.
Mine just want to hit things a lot, mainly metal, though. Hence the occupation.
It's a rather interesting thing for a living weapon to want to do, but if they do have personalities, I suppose it's. I've heard stranger things.
He kind of just puts it back in the what seems to be a magma pool and just goes up to you and whispers, "Honestly, I think it's a fetish."
Alright. Ignoring the awkward whisper. So, can you give me anything for the demon horns?
I think I'll just 50 gold be fine.
Sure, I don't really have much use for them.
All right. He gives you 50 gold. This world's currency is a bit whack.
Is there any way that you could affix? I'll take out the armor stone. Is there any way you could affix this to the breastplate, or do you have any better breastplates?
What kind of better are you looking for? Like material wise, for higher defensive
Yeah,
prowess,
something of a better material, I would assume, because this is just what, iron? I'm just kind of tinking it with his claw. He doesn't even fucking know what it's made of. I'm assuming iron. I think I lost Kit.
Well, I got some steel ones. Steel, or well, if you want for the demon horns, I can give you at least mithril quality.
So, for 50 gold, you could give me much better armor.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll tell you what, if you toss a shield in with that, you get yourself a deal.
All right, you can come collect it tomorrow.
Alright. Do you want this greatsword?
I'll take it.
How much?
Doesn't seem to be from my world, so collection's fine. Doesn't seem chipped. Still true. 5 gold?
Sure.
The deal then.
Alright, yeah, he'll part with the greatsword. Alright, I guess I will return tomorrow, and affixing this armor stone shouldn't take you too long, right? Or do I have to leave this with you?
Oh no, you'll just leave it and I'll imbue it.
Alright. So I'll leave the armor stone behind, which is gonna drop my AC down to what's the breastplate normally? It's 14, isn't it? So I'll put me for right now. I'll put
This
me
plate
at
is
13.
14 plus your dexterity modifier.
Yep. So I'll put me at 13 armor right now instead of 17, because I don't have the armor stone with me.
It's a 14 plus dexterity modifier, maximum of 2.
Yeah, I have a -1, so it drops 1.
Oof.
Hello. Alright, so yeah, you said it's night, so I guess I will work on making my way back to the fucking stupid fucking magic shop.
As you do so, Pablo, you run into him. Shump, are you still out?
Yep.
Chump is drunk
Alright.
as fuck.
Trump is
You know what,
passed
roll
out in
me
the
con
end.
Oh, you
Or
want,
you
you want
what
me to
the
do
fuck?
another one, or is that for a shump?
Shump,
Okay.
Wonk.
still out, damn it.
Haha. Shump has to miss out on story.
Nothing new.
So, Russia, you're making your way to the magic shop, and by convenience,
I was gonna say I'll run into him eventually if he ends up like walking this way, unless he's just
Oh, thank God,
motioning.
someone who's actually competent. The people of this town are fucking idiots. I whisper this so like no one can hear.
I'm sorry. Do I know you?
Oh my god.
Never
Yeah,
mind. Everyone's a fucking idiot.
Well, you're rather rude, aren't you?
Okay, we should stop bullying Pablo.
He was trying to fuck with him with a deception of 16.
Pablo, roll insight.
I think Pablo just left anyway. I don't think he wanted to talk
One
to
second.
Russia.
No. Let's give him some time for him to realize.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I know he's bullshitting, but he's just a dick.
It took you a while to realize that Russia was messing with you after maybe walking
Why,
across
though? My character's not that dumb.
Yeah, they are. It's because you're short.
That's fine. If he wants to ignore Russia, it's alright. He's used to it anyway.
Is there a leather shop? A place that sells leather worked items? That's all I
King
Well,
want.
it's night time, so
Well, I'm just gonna go
Yeah.
to a fucking inn and get a room, and then I'm gonna go trance. I'm gonna go trance for 4 hours, and then I'm just gonna explore the town at night. Because I don't need 8 hours of sleep as an elf. Which I just realized.
okay. So upon Russia entering the magic shop, of course there was what seems to be the typical wizard, like Gandalf, beard, cloak, hat, staff.
Typical wizard.
Stereotypical wizard.
Yep.
Yes.
I take it you are the actual owner of this establishment.
Yes, I've returned from a travel.
Fantastic. Well, I already got rid
Portals
of...
are very unreliable, as usual.
Wait, portals? What?
Yeah, there's one at the back of this store here. I mean, longer than I should.
Alright. Well, I had a question that your understudy, or whatever you want to call them,
My apprentice, yes.
yeah, what wasn't quite able to answer. Would you happen to have any type of item that would allow me to kind of like bring a chest or something that I could hold things in? Just kind of bring it out at will, put things in it, and then send it away.
A bag of holding.
What's that?
He takes out what seems to be a satchel or a bag that can stretch into unimaginable lengths. You can put furniture inside too, and it'll just like tuck it in and throw it there.
Yeah, but that looks like it's just made of regular material and could probably be ripped or stolen easily. I'm looking for something more of something that can be summoned at will and then dismissed.
A spatial summon.
Sure. I just need like a chest.
That comes and go at your will.
Pretty sure there
Yes.
is a thing like that, actually.
Rasha
Yeah,
is
it's
just
under the-
making shit up right now and seeing if. Because
Oh, wait, never mind.
he knows magic is a thing. So if magic is magic, then they might be able to magic something out of magic. I don't fucking know. That's
No,
it.
there
That's
is a thing.
his thought process right now.
Never mind.
Magic me something magic.
Well, there is magic like that, but it's kind of small though. do you have any size preferences?
Well, how much could you potentially make it hold?
Standard is usually 3 by 2 by 2.
That doesn't sound like a lot of space.
Oh, yes, but I can maybe expand it to 10 by 5 by 5.
Maybe. Look, all I know is that chances are I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling, and I want to be able to have a safe place to store anything that may be considered volatile or valuable. Anything of the like.
A secret chest, then.
Kind of.
I like that spell.
How much does that little flimsy bag hold?
Oh, the bag of holding?
He's asking the wizard.
Oh, okay. I feel like you do know, but your character just doesn't. Okay, I was
No.
about to say.
No, the character doesn't know.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Oh. Oh, the bag can hold up to a 500 pounds of weight. Maybe 64 cubic feet. Big inside, maybe bigger, depending on how much material you put into it.
Could you do something like that, but with the chest? Because that sounds a lot bigger than what you're offering for the chest.
I think I can.
And how much would something like this run?
Well, I don't know. If you give me time to experiment, and if it's a success, you'll have the prototype for free.
What's the catch?
Catch is, I'd like you to advertise it around. Because if this works, it'll be revolutionary.
Alright. I suppose as long as you put an insignia or something on it with your shop brand or whatever, that shouldn't be too difficult of a request to fulfill.
Thank you.
Oh, and one final thing. I'll take out the Morning Star again. Do you know how much this is worth?
Oh my fuck. Gives great magical weapon. How much is it worth?
Well, if I have to say, description's well done, detailed. Haven't seen this work since 30 years ago. Haven't heard from the guy though.
Yeah, I heard the same thing. So what would you value it at?
You want like a maximum price?
Ballpark it.
2,000 gold.
Not bad. Now you can see why I want a chest, because, you know, stuff like this.
I get.
Don't worry, you have a shump. He protects shiny.
Well, pleased to meet your acquaintance, sir.
Russia.
Ah,
And you are?
me cheeks.
Me chicks.
First
Pleasure.
name Web.
Sorry,
Well,
what was that first name?
If that's what you're really going with for a name, I'll play it serious. Pleasure to meet you too, me cheeks.
God.
Hey, I'll play it serious. I don't fucking care.
You're a DM, all right.
I'll trade you this morning star for a fishing pole.
Oh. Ooh. Well, I have a few of them. You have any specified?
I'm fucking with you.
Fishing.
You ain't got a fishing pole worth how much this is. Come on. But I do want a fishing pole. What do you got? Because I saw a
one
river
that-
coming in here.
Well, there's several.
Look at Russia
There-
picking up new hobbies.
There's one that attracts the big game, the small game, or a regular fishing pole if you're like up for the challenge.
Well, I like to be able to eat, so how much for the one that attracts big fish, so to speak?
20 gold.
Alright, why not deal? Russia's not really one for making... I was thinking, like, should he haggle here? But, no, Russia wouldn't haggle.
Oh, well, a word of caution. You do not want to put any bait above water for too long.
What do you mean?
Well, it'll be quite attractive. Your fish won't be the only things you'll be attracting. It's tested and proven.
So what else can it attract?
Big giant boars, beasts, horses, sometimes cannibals.
Fun.
So shumps.
Sounds like my kind of instrument. He'll pay him the 20 gold for it.
Remember, not more than 20 seconds should the bait be out of water.
Alright,
Once
so
you like want to go fishing with this, you'll want to put the bait in and straight in.
alright, but it's fine so long as I don't have bait on it, yeah?
Mm.
Cool. Alright, well I'm gonna go find some trees to sleep in.
Well, hope you stop by Clap's Traps.
I will check in with you sometime tomorrow. I don't know when. I have to go back to the blacksmith, so I don't know. I'll see you sometime tomorrow. Probably. Maybe. We'll see.
Oh, the blacksmith's in today. Oh, good to know.
From what I saw. Alright. Later. And he's out. And
And that's all for this week.
you're gonna go find some trees.
Alright.
Sleep in a bunch of trees.
What
And
are
that's
you,
all
a
for this-
feckin' bird?
It's just what he's used to.
What are you, an
What is-
Aarakocra in a past life?
Nope.
Nope, that will be Yami.
Again, living out on his own for so long in the wilderness, he knows that sleeping on the ground is not the best idea. And he doesn't really stay in towns, so he's heard of inns, but he also knows that they cost money. And he doesn't feel like spending any more money on an inn, so he'll go sleep
I
in some
mean,
trees.
we could relate. Instead of sleeping on the floor, I slept on a bunch of leaves. Shift bed.
You're raised by Vivi. Wait, no, you're raised by Acorn, so you won't know shit.
I
I
mean,
don't know what you're talking about. It's Acorn. I don't know what you're talking about.
Glad might even have learned names and stuff. If
I don't know about
Glad
you guys,
was
but like shumps
nicer.
living the good life.
Why are you talking about Papa Acorn like that?
Past few days, he's been really well fed, really nice bed. Like, you know, he's doing pretty well for himself.
I
God.
really wanted to find a library. Like,
A
if this town
library?
had a library. I wanted to library. A library, yes.
A
I really
biblioteca.
biblioteca, sí. Magnifico.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
The nerd.
I wanted to see if I can find more information on this world and see if it's actually named after this town, which I could find complete bullshit. I'm sorry, can you tell me the name of this world, please? And this town? Oh, they have the same thing? Okay.
The name of the world's Eterna.
I know, but those fucking guards, holy shit.
And
I
we-
mean, you go to the countryside, you try, you try it out.
Oh, it's true.
Ah, God, we're on the
Oh,
bad
welcome
side
to
of the
Clap
world.
Me Cheeks. Welcome to Clap Me Cheeks Magic Shop called Claptrap.
Clappy cheek,
Oh, something's magic in there, all right.
clappy me
Alright,
cheeks. Oh, fuck all. Okay, first of all, can we talk about SCP-294?
His magic noise maker. Anyways,
I love
Go
that you
ahead.
brought an SCP. I love SCPs.
okay, what the fuck is the SCP?
yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
what
so
it is.
SCP-294 is a object that is a vending machine that vends any liquid you ask of it.
Oh, right.
So
Yeah.
here's the question: is what is the limitations of this? Because being able to make a healing potion a day that does sound a little broken.
I don't think it could make magical things.
Fair enough.
Kit.
But you
a
have to
little too
consider that
overpowered.
SCP-294 can and possibly make magical things.
Hey, how about you nerf it?
Okay. So it doesn't make magical things.
Dude, I'm starting to notice how this campaign's starting to go, right?
So I can make
Yeah.
basically any type of fluid,
Hey.
so alcohol and stuff.
Everyone else is missing all the good stuff. Duh.
Hmm?
B. Me and frickin' Rasha here. Okay, so Shump and Rasha are just gonna go through this. Like, every time. Every week, at least. Rasha's gonna collect a bunch of shinies, which are just broken into all hell. And then Shump is just gonna end up doing a bunch of stupid that does nothing productive at all.
I was gonna
I mean,
say,
As long as you guys are having fun, I got no problem. I'll
I
just
mean,
I
end
was
that.
gonna
Dude,
say,
frickin'-
if Shump got caught in that last town, what would have
I
happened?
I love how I just broke down their door, walk inside, look for food, call them out for being bad hosts, and just walk away.
D&D
Well,
in a
what if-
fucking nutshell if you make a high enough roll.
Oh my god.
Well, what would have happened is that he'd still be like locked up in a cage and transported over to the next town to be on trial.
Dude,
I would not have cared. Honestly, I would have just watched it eating
dang, I
popcorn.
was so gonna murder those people.
I
This
full
is
on-
exactly like Among Us when, like, you know, you're about to kill somebody and somebody else
I
walks into
saw
the room
him
and she's like,
As I just saw him vent, and then
And then you just blame it on the other
Shump
people, and
was like,
everyone's just like, well, I guess we'll skip.
Guys, there's 7 people we have to skip.
Guys, there's only 5 people left. It's fine.
I've yet to play that game. I don't have enough friends to play it with.
No.
Wait,
I
what?
love you
it's
guys
fine.
too. Yeah, we're at the end of the stream chat right now. Post game chat.
Yeah. Next time we'll be playing Among Us in D&D.
Next episode of D&D, can Kit give Fox even more AC? Find out next time.
God, no.
Actually, next week I'll have my teeth out, so I'm not sure next week we'll have a session.
Next
I'll be-
week, we won't be doing nothing.
Next
2
week
weeks.
we'll be an Among Us stream.
Among
I-
Us stream.
I don't have enough people to play Among Us with, and I'm not
You
playing.
have us.
I'm not playing in a random lobby with fucking randos. I'm not doing that.
Okay, well, I'm in a server.
You can play with us. Wait,
Yeah.
it'll be on like what? Steam?
Yeah.
Steam. It's on Steam for $5. Only $5.
We can invite the rest of the D&D group
Well,
if they're available.
But here's the thing, though. In order to do that, I will not be able to talk to stream, and there has to be an honor system of no stream sniping.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
I just
don't
want
worry,
to
I'm not
stream
watching your
open.
stream anyways right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't because I'm with my dad, so my internet's bad.
Ah. So
So-
I mean, we could.
And
we
I
could
don't
try
want to
that.
be an asshole.
We could
I don't
try
want to
that.
be an asshole and stream snipe. That'd be such a dick thing to do.
Yeah, that's not even fun at that point.
Have
Yeah.
fun.
No, and
And
I
you'd
don't.
also have to do the
I
with
could.
Otter
I
Skin.
could throw the chat into emote only, but
Well, no,
normally
no,
they're
you
pretty
could
quiet anyway. So
you could read chat because none of us will be streaming.
And none
no,
of us
because
are streaming.
yeah, but then like if they say something that I didn't see, that's why I don't want to read chat unless I die. If I die, then
right.
I'll read chat. That's fine. But if
Don't worry,
I'm
I'll kill you first then. It's fine. So you can
Yeah,
have fun
you
with
hear
your.
that,
so
chat?
yeah, so you guys already know now. If I end up dead first, it was Pablo.
Oh, 100%.
Pueblo.
So at least you know that. If I die first, kick Pablo.
When in doubt,
Pablo's already
Guys,
sus.
it wasn't me. I was doing wires over the dead body.
Bread sus. That's fucking right. Bread sus.
If it wasn't me, I was doing the task in vents.
Guys, I
Alright,
was
so
just
I'll-
cleaning the vents out.
I don't know.
Guys,
any, I don't know any of the lingo either, so this will be real
Guys,
interesting.
how do I vent like Fox just did?
Why is my name
Guys,
red?
why is your name red?
Alright, so guys, thank you for coming to the stream. Thank you for bearing with the shenanigans we have done for today.
Yeah,
Shenanigans.
it was a really slow stream, but it was fun. Got some weird magical shit, and apparently I'm getting better
Watch 'em on a
armor.
shopping spree.
Yeah, apparently I'm getting better
I'm
armor.
getting more overpowered.
And
You
show
guys
Yeah.
can't. This is still level 2 shit. Y'all haven't seen the
Fuck.
Yeah, it was
I
good.
wanted to find a leather shop. I want
the
set
Morning
leather.
Star could have been taken by Shump, but he left it. I didn't know it was magical. I just knew it was shiny, and I was like, well, this will probably get, a gold or two in
that
town.
entire room that you guys were in was magical. If you all search properly.
Dude, you think Shum's gonna search properly? Screw you.
Guys, if I get studded leather,
Okay,
my
look.
ace goes up by 1.
On one
I'd be-
side, out of character, I kind of feel bad because I'm missing a bunch of stuff. But on in character, I don't care at all because it's Shump. And Shump doesn't care whether it's shiny or not. It's just whatever goes wackest.
Okay,
And he's
so
like-
bye guys.
Yeah, bye
Ice
bye.
cream.
All right,
Yeah, it's just like I already have a bigger stick. Why would I pick up this one?
I'll hop out,
Big
and
stick.
I'll see you guys. I don't know.
Yeah. Sometime.
Next week for some Among Us, I guess.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
I'll play Among Us.
Tell the rest of the group or whatever.
All
You
right.
have it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Among Us.
we'll try to set something up and have some
Yep.
fun with it.
Well, boy, guys.
Boy. All right, so I'm actually going to stick around for at least 1 second here so I can actually say a proper goodbye. It's been a while since I've been able to do this. But I'm actually set up. I see everyone's already saying bye. So thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Hopefully the stream wasn't too boring. It was a lot of, it was basically a in-town fucking taking a long time to get to shopping stream, but that's what it was. Shopping. It was a shopping stream. And it sounds like next Friday there probably won't be any D&D, so yeah, Among Us is looking like it might be on the table for next week, for Friday. So until Friday, I'm hoping to do something during the week. No guarantees, don't hold me to it, but I will try. At least, I was able to do Dead Space on Monday, so I'm hoping to at least do one other stream during the week. It's going to depend on how I feel, but that's the goal. Again, if you're interested, the Patreon is up. You can check it out if you want. Until next time, though, everyone. It's been a while, but bye!